3, 2, 1.
Yo, we got your back when you driving to work or driving home. If you on a plane or you at the gym or you home alone, all you gotta do to listen to the shows, turn on your phone. Two Ugly Nerds podcast, tell you what's going on. This is the podcast.
Eric is ugly and would not judge anybody else.
There's no other insult.
When did you learn that you were ugly?
Two Ugly Nerds podcast.
Welcome to the
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Ugly Nerds podcast. Some niggas from the Black nerd community. I am your host, Derek, the podcast guy. I'm not looking at the camera completely. I don't know why. But I'm your host, Derek, the podcast guy. I don't have an AKA for myself this week. But I'm always joined by Ian Berserk Music, audio engineer / super producer.
/ Big Vax.
Big Vax.
Okay.
You double vaxxed up. You double shot it up.
Man. We
Oh, man.
We double vaxxed.
Vaccine Poppy.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Vaccine Poppy.
Vaccine Poppy.
Oh,
Vaccine
man.
Poppy. We see you. Also, always joined by Geronimo, Mr. Nintendo, a resident pro streamer.
Man, I'm still kind of spent from earlier just because all the trolls shooting. Oh, man. Thank y'all for being here and listening, watching, etc.
True.
I think there's less pollen outside. A little less.
A little less because we got
We're-
hail
I think we're
yesterday.
getting-
So
hail.
can you imagine having to fight hail and pollen? Like if you trying to go to work, it's hail and pollen out there. Like, fam,
Like, dodge out the way.
calling out. Like, hey, I'm not coming. I'm not.
Have
Fuck y'all. I'm not
have
coming.
that full mask that some folks be wearing, the full plastic.
The
mask
full
over-
shield, face shield.
No, the bottom is like open, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
over here.
That's what
So
you
if it
need
just-
that.
If it just comes under, that's a wrap. But the face,
Shit, and a helmet while you at it, man.
Facts.
and a helmet.
You need a helmet for the fucking hail. They get facts.
Yep.
All right. I hate that we've had to start so many podcasts somberly. This shit hurts me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So two things. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday. DMX funeral was streaming on Instagram and on Zoom. It was like a couple different places.
About it.
So that was pretty interesting to see. I wonder if that's kind of the future of these celebrity funerals and things like that. That's a
Standard.
The standard, because they streamed it on his Instagram account. It might have been on a Facebook account. Probably it was. My mom saw a Zoom video of it that she was watching. So who knows? So that was really sad. Rest in peace, DMX again. May you rest easy. I think that procession was cool, seeing everybody on the bikes, and I thought that was dope. Unfortunately, before we could even get over that, we have to say rest in peace to Shock G. If you don't know who Shock G is, you shouldn't feel too bad about that, because chances are if you're watching us and you're watching this, you're younger. So not younger than us necessarily, but you're around our age and you're younger than us more than likely. And the people, Shock G is way before us. But Shock G is Humpty Dumpty. Look that song up. You know what I'm saying? You see him with Tupac a lot.
The Humpty Dumpty. I only know about him in the song because my sister, she's yeah.
She your sister like 80s baby, she 80s baby, 70s, late 70s. I don't do it. Hey, I don't want you to get in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble. My bad. I didn't even need to ask
She
that.
doesn't listen to the show.
Doesn't matter. I don't even want it to potentially get to her at some point. I'm sorry. I apologize. You're not supposed to do that. Let's not do that. But she know who Shock G is, so respect.
Does she's let's say she's a product of the 90s. Let's say that.
There we go. Cool.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Shock G, man. I didn't see any details on what happened, but rest in peace, Shock G. That's a hip-hop legend for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all had any thoughts on it. Ian, you ever sample a Shock G record?
I've never sampled a Shock G record.
All right, might want to do one. R.I.P. Shock G, man. Look into those.
R.I.P. for real.
Yeah. All right. I've got a take that I just feel like needs to be said. All right, and this is how we're gonna get off of our sad topic today. Y'all are on these, specifically the Facebook pages, but y'all in this avatar, and I'm talking about obviously the only avatar that matters. You're on these avatar fandoms. Y'all are getting on these Facebook groups and acting like Uncle Iroh is this pure innocent character. He was a war criminal.
Right.
He was laying siege to Ba Sing Se until his son got smoked. Then he became mad calm and pacifist and are we doing the right thing and we need to be peaceful. Yeah. But he was laying siege, right? He was at war, 13 years of it or something like that. Like war. He's a war criminal. Like this idea that Iroh was just the nice one out the group who didn't really want to do nothing. No. His shit was going. And if his son had enough wherewithal to live, he probably would have took over Ba Sing Se eventually. Or they would have pulled out and he still would have been down for, going to fight the Water Tribe or whatever. So I'm a little confused by this Iroh is a saint type thing. He's a reformed war criminal. And y'all need to stop forgetting that. Y'all need to stop forgetting it. Stop.
I'm now very curious, like, are these new age fans? Like, because last year we just got all of it. I'm not really I don't really read the fandom groups like years ago, especially on Facebook. But it's like the shows just came, that and Korra just came on Netflix last year, if I remember right.
True.
So, and maybe people just binged it, and sometimes when you binge, you don't remember everything, or you don't process everything. You're just like, yo, the marathon and everything. So, but at the same time, yeah, like if people really thinking like that, then
I'll tell you what it is.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what it is. And maybe I get in trouble for this.
Remembering
who
or
knows?
something.
The people that are saying this, they're the fucking dweebs. They're the dweebs. And I know that sounds
Dweeb
harsh or whatever, but they're fucking dweebs. That's what it is, bro. They're these people that expect every story to be nothing but positivity and light and fairies and like, shut the fuck up. That nigga was killing folks. He was smoking niggas with fire and lightning. He was fucking people up. He was murdering people. That's what he was doing. Just because he drinks tea now and it says nice things to his nephew, who also wants to kill people until he has a redemption arc, doesn't mean, like, take it as it is. His son had to die for him to get right, for him to do the right thing. He was not doing it on his own. He wasn't naturally, there's no indication that he ever felt like what he was doing was wrong. He was doing what he felt like was right by his people. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Y'all trying to make everything like super friendly and nice and all that shit. Like, bro, there's a place and time for that. This is Uncle Iroh, not it. That's a real nigga. You saw what happened when they locked him up? You saw what happened? That's the nigga that was smoking niggas. All right. So like, stop acting like this dude is just some soft pacifist. I don't want to harm anyone. My dad made me. He didn't.
They must not finish the show. You know what? I think people are saying that either just didn't watch the show or they just need to rewatch it because it's just been 10 plus
all they
years
remember is that fucking Korra scene where he comes back and he's like, oh, Korra, and he's got flowers and shit, and it's like, bro, he didn't start that way. His redemption arc for Iroh too.
Yep.
It's not Zuko's not the only
all
person.
The Fire Lords were hitters, man. They're all hitters.
They were all hitters.
And he was next in line to be Fire Lord.
He was.
You think he wasn't hitting niggas? He was smoking niggas, literally. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this, man. Y'all gotta stop this. Stop this in these groups. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourselves. Watch the fucking show. He's a war criminal who's reformed. Just stop it. Stop it. Because they act like, literally, I saw what sparked this is I saw a meme where it was like 3 goth people in a family and then one little like preppy looking Asian kid. You've probably seen that meme before, Draw. It's like one little preppy looking Asian kid in the shit, or maybe he's not Asian. I don't know. He looks Asian a little bit. He's like Asian kid in this like preppy outfit. And then you got these 3, like the 2 parents are like goth and like the older sister is like this goth person. They're all goth, right? Oh. It was like Azulon, Ozai and Azula or something like that, right? And then it's like Iroh is supposed to be this preppy Asian kid who just is in the family because he was born here. No, he was goth too, bro. He was killing niggas. He was with it. He was down to be Fire Lord. He was down to keep the war going. Like, yeah, I don't understand it. So it is what it is. But y'all gotta stop that. Y'all really gotta stop that. Let me check one more time, see if I can get the Lazy Sage in here. I haven't heard back from him yet, so we will hopefully he gets here. Hopefully we can get him here before the episode's over. But if not, then it's not a big deal. Maybe next week or something we'll get him in. But shout out to Jalen, the Lazy Sage. He's been on here before. The Anime King, we called him on here before too. Y'all go check out his YouTube, check out his Instagram, Twitter, not Instagram. I don't know. I'm not sure if he has Instagram. He probably does have Instagram, the Lazy Sage, but check out his where he tweets a lot.
He does have an Instagram. I can't remember.
Pretty sure he has an Instagram.
Lazy Sage, branded or not, but yeah, he's on there. I'm
pretty sure. I mean, he has a personal Instagram for sure, but I wasn't sure if he had a a brand Instagram. But yeah, it's just to be clear, it's _lazy sage. I'll put it in the tag or whatever, even though he didn't jump in the episode, or at least not yet. But y'all go make sure y'all go check him out for all that. And what he was going to come here and talk about, I think he's actually got a video up on YouTube anyway about the same thing. So you guys go ahead and check that out. Well, I'll just tell y'all, he's gonna come talk about Demon Slayer. So if he comes in, then you'll hear that later. If not, check out his video on YouTube so you can learn about that new Demon Slayer movie that came out. So that should be really dope.
Technically speaking, it's brought to you by Apple. Shocker. Apple had a conference, the spring loaded. Yes.
Is that what it was called?
I think so.
Oh,
something like that.
That's a nice name.
That's more creative than I thought.
Yeah,
that's more just called Apple event. That's it's called Apple event.
Apple event.
It was spring loaded, and the logo was like an Apple logo in the shape of a spring.
See, I saw that. I saw the logo. I didn't catch that it was a spring though. I didn't catch that, but that's smart.
Yeah, double entendres everywhere.
Like they hired that nigga Ian for their graphic design. Okay.
I wish I had the skill. So they announced I guess 4 big things. One of them, I guess, wasn't so big as far as the technical aspect, more of a podcast thing. But they have the AirTags that came out. It's allowing you to get into your inner spy, if you will, and follow your significant other in the event that they might be cheating on you.
Throw it in the trunk of her car, fellas.
Throw it in the trunk of the car.
If you about to
throw it in the trunk of her car.
Scumbag life dudes beware.
Check your nooks and crannies, y'all.
Yeah, bro. Your girl out here telling you she going to work. Yeah, all right, man. All right, man. Throw that shit in the trunk. See what she was doing, bro.
Yeah, see she
Hey, it's a flip reverse though. You might have Apple Tag in the back of your shit too. So just be careful. Man. You got a real messy what's it? Passenger side little compartment joint. You got a lot of mess in there, a lot of napkins. She know you ain't gonna clean it out because you lazy. Got your ass. You think everything's sweet,
man.
You think everything's sweet. You walking out your side chick house, she got the burn in your face. Now you looking crazy. All right.
Put you on game, man. Put you on game.
Yeah, come on,
Pay
man.
attention.
You've been found.
Listen up.
Oh man.
Look out.
Stay at that bitch house. That's what she gonna say. Stay right. She gonna say she ain't gonna say stay right over there, nigga. You live there now.
Stay right over there.
Don't worry, your shit coming in the mail. I got the address. Don't worry.
Oh man. So that's out. That's probably gonna get a couple of these myself. Throw one in not in Crystal's car, but
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but yeah, keys definitely doesn't fit in the wallet. I need them to come out with a wallet size version of that.
I think you should be.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they don't have one.
That jump.
Waiting for what?
I'm sorry, do I say it again?
No, I was just saying I'm surprised they don't have a wallet one that like all the tile ones do and everything. But that'll probably be next.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was saying I wish they were just making them like thinner or smaller in general. Just and I'm sure like they don't have a choice right now with whatever parts they're using and stuff. But hopefully going forward they just even like the regular ones that you're just going to put around a keychain. My only issue with it is it looks kind of obvious. Like if someone wants to steal your car because they see, BMW tag, a BMW key, and you left your key sitting on a counter somewhere, and somebody wants to steal it because they want to try it. Like, it's pretty clear to like just take the tag off and throw it somewhere. You know what I mean? So I just wish it was a little more inconspicuous than it is. That's my only knock on it as a whole right now. For stuff like, I know we're joking, but for stuff like, I'm throwing it in a car, or maybe I have a briefcase I need to follow or something like, that's cool. But for stuff where it's like hanging off, I'm just like, but I wonder if you can put I didn't see them say that specifically. Maybe they did. I didn't watch the whole stream. I watched the wrap up of it. But can you put these on like your luggage going through the airport?
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that as well.
Perfect. That's what I wanted for, because I don't trust the airport.
Yeah, I don't trust.
Like, Delta is the only one that tells you exactly where your shit is. They track it for you. And like, if you ever been on a Delta flight, and I was on it for work, people. I'm not rich. Work paid for it at the time. But those Delta flights, they'll track your bags. They'll be like, oh, your bag is here. Your bag is on the plane now. Your bag is here. So when you get on the So when you say that you are, cracking the bag, at least Delta does it. But I don't know any other airline that does that for you. At least not yet. I also haven't flown in over a year now, so I don't know if anybody else has updated that. But that's one of the reasons I like Delta a lot, is for that little feature. So, having this is definitely dope for stuff like that. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, luggage. I've seen people talk about putting it on their dogs.
tracking
their animals.
No, that is smart. To be fair, a chip for your dog is like $40. So, but at least this you can just track. And you can download the apps and track it that way too. But I don't know. It might be a little heavy for the dog's neck right now. Maybe.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I think this would be maybe for like a bigger dog, like Patrice's dog.
Yeah. Titan.
But for like our dogs, that might be too much.
He's gonna be weighed down the whole time.
Yeah. I don't know how much it weighs, but yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, all of that is possible through the Apple AirTags. I like the way they have it set up on I think the latest iPhones, where you can, once you're near the tag, it pulls up this screen that locates it through your Bluetooth.
Yeah. And starts talking about how close you are.
To it. Yeah,
I think that's dope.
That's really dope. It's really dope.
That's what people needed though. You know what I mean? When I lost my AirPods, well, first of all, they were just in my backpack. But if I had like a last beat location on where they were last left, it would have been able to take me right to the spot, and I would have been like, oh. But they were like, hey, your AirPods are in the house.
Even a speaker would have been nice.
Yeah, anything.
It doesn't have a beep thing on the AirPods, which sucks, but anyway.
It should. You think it's a big ass case.
Yeah. Apple also announced the iMac redesign.
That's
probably all right. So
probably
I really like those iMacs.
They cool. The design
you're not a fan of?
I like how thin it is, but beyond that, I don't like the white bezels. It still has that chin that I've always hated on the iMacs. Like
the bottom
that
chin
bottom chin thing.
Yeah. Okay,
the chinny chin. I think it's oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was just saying people repurpose that chin for like sticky notes or whatever. I'm like, whatever.
That's what it is. That's what people do. That's what I would do. But to be fair, also though, there's so many I'm using the sticky notes app on my computer right now. So it's like you don't really need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You definitely don't need it. But
yeah.
Y'all know me. I've been wanting to make the jump to Mac for a little minute. To complete my.
I think they're making it easier this year.
But
they're making it much easier this year. Things are priced a bit more competitively.
Yeah, they are. I don't know how powerful they are. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they're going to come out with iMac Pro that might solve a lot of these cosmetic issues that I'm referring to.
I think so. I think they're gonna because from what I know, they have all the colors, kind of like the old. Well, I think it's representative of the old school Macintosh.
Yeah.
Multicolored Apple logo, and to me, it reminded me of I don't know if they're called the old iMacs with the 90s clear colors from back in the day. Yeah, the bubble one. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, colors have returned.
Yeah. Colors return to desktop. Yeah, it's really dope. Has to be the world's thinnest. The world's smallest PCB in any desktop computer.
Yes, all in one.
Is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, because they said
I got the stats for you.
Oh, there you go.
My bad. Go ahead, Drub. I got the stats though.
No, I thought I had something that was like equivalent to from what the video where they're like we fit everything on this one board. Whatever. It's like that big. Man. It was that thin. Yeah, I was like, man.
Jesus.
So they got the new M1 chip. They got a 16-core neural engine, 11 trillion operations per second, up to 8-core GPU. But I'm confused. It says 8-core GPU, and then it says up to 8-core GPU. Oh no, 8-core CPU. My bad. Can't read. I'm come on, glasses. C's and G's look alike. 8-core CPU, up to 8-core GPU. Interesting, industry-leading performance per watt. They don't put a number on that. Unified memory architecture, secure enclave, advanced image and signal processor, 16 billion transistors. That sounds like when Microsoft has teraflops, though. Transistors sounds like when Microsoft was like 16 billion teraflops, and you're like,
we have so many fun. When they have the people talking and like the camera, they'd be like, this console has so many teraflops, it will help us achieve everything we wish to work on.
Like what?
Yeah.
Except for scale bound. All right. Anyway,
Oof, it hurts still.
back to this. It says it. I'm a little confused. It has 2 Thunderbolt and 2 USB-C.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think all 4 are USB-C, but 2 of them are Thunderbolt.
2 of them are
There
Thunderbolt.
it is. There
Oh, they provide power. Well, no, he already provides power.
I don't know what the difference is, but there's two of them are Thunderbolt specifically.
Traditional Type C, just slightly. That I was saying Thunderbolts is slightly faster than
the traditional C.
Yeah.
Okay. It says machine learning accelerators and 5 nanometer process.
That's good.
It doesn't say processor; it says process. I don't know. I mean, it sounds good.
Better.
It sounds good. I don't know how this is going to work for video editing. You know, like I don't know if it'll be good enough for that. Like Ian said, probably have to wait till like a pro.
I don't think. Now I'm thinking about it. Since that one's targeted to people that just kind of like that. They just use Max as parts of their daily. It's they call
daily
the daily
shit,
driver.
Daily casual.
Probably not going to be.
I don't think it's going to be a
user.
Casual. Some work.
Yeah.
Prices I feel like are a little high for it not to
for
be.
a casual thing. It's Apple.
Hey man, you got to pay for that rent.
Yes. I guess my thing is, I don't know. I felt like there was a point where, maybe they didn't have as many affordable options, but when you got an Apple product, you knew it could run the Apple software. You knew you could video edit it. You know what I mean? Like you could do it still. Now I don't know how much this can handle. Is this going to be, could this
like
take
when
4K
they were advertising it or when they were showing it, they didn't discuss any kind of
work
content creation
workforce type thing. In today's age, you think that would be more of a focal point if it was for that.
So if they were trying to sell it as that, then it would have been they would have said it, but I don't think that's what it is.
I agree. Let me see. Well, I mean, here it is. I'll just read this for you guys just because we're here. Up to 85% faster CPU performance to export video projects faster, easily work with large photos for editing and compile new apps in Xcode in a fraction of the time. Up to 2 times faster GPU performance for certain apps like Affinity Photo and Photoshop, and up to 50% faster than the most powerful discrete graphics in the fastest 21.5-inch Mac, allowing users to render edits in real time. The ability to edit up to 5 streams of 4K footage or 1 stream of 8K footage without dropping frames in Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
Up to 3 times faster machine learning in apps that leverage the 16-core neural engine in M1. That sounds better to me. I think this might be the high-end one, though. That must be what this is on the high-end version, maybe. Yeah. Because there's like 3 versions, I think. So entry level $12.99,
and then the
$14.99.
$14.99, and there's like
8-core. So I wonder. I mean, all right, that's not too bad. I just got to make $1,500.
Make
go for that company for a couple months and make $1,500 to buy a new iMac, and then say
contract work, baby.
I'm a podcaster.
Contract work.
Contractor. I don't give a fuck. It's an at-will state, bro. They can hire me full time. I'm still out in 3 months. Hope they don't listen to this. Y'all paying 80 stacks? Y'all paying 80K? Oh, bad. All I need is 3 months. I'm gonna be trash. No, I'm not. I can't fuck my reputation like that. But I will. My brain won't allow me to just suck at a job for three months. But I'll do the bare minimum. Hey, y'all, this has been fun, but I made enough to fund my podcast goal. So appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I met my benchmarks. I don't know about
yours. I don't know if y'all did. I don't know if y'all got everything y'all expecting from me, but I hit what I needed to. I got what I needed from y'all. That's gonna fuck them companies up. They so used to using you and underpaying you that when you do it to them and you like, well, I got what I needed from y'all. Actually, deuces. What they gonna do? That's funny. And don't let them fuck around and give me a signing bonus. I might be out in 2 weeks. You got me. Yeah, we do a $10,000 signing bonus. I'm gonna edit that. That is hilarious, though. When I play this back for you, that's in. I almost just had a 9th grade band rocket snot moment. That's what just happened.
Oh Lord, I am actually glad. I'm glad Glenn. One moment.
Y'all were both looking away for the same moment, and it happened, and I was able to fix it before y'all saw it. I'm so glad. That would have been the episode. That would have been the episode right there. Back to Apple.
So yeah, all shapes, all colors, and variants. iMac. Get it if you will.
Want to? Why is the 27-inch Intel processor, but the 24 is the M1?
That's what it is. That's the difference right there.
There you go.
I don't know.
27 versus 24.
The Intel is weaker than the M1 chip.
It is.
So yeah.
Well, the one with Intel is way more expensive, $500 more. Do they not want you to buy it?
wait. The Intel one is more expensive.
This is what I see at a glance. iMac, 24-inch iMac with the M1 is $12.99, and 27-inch iMac with the Intel is $17.99. I mean, I understand the bigger display.
Wait.
But I mean, unless this is wrong. I mean, maybe it's wrong, but this looks up. It has all the other updated information. This is what I was reading yesterday.
I thought they all had the M1 chip in it.
I'm just telling you what it's. And even, are you seeing that now?
So yeah.
Let me read this real quick. Yeah, because it even has, this one says, see, I'm a little confused by some of this, but this one says Comet Lake processors, and this one just says the M1 chip. Oh, this also has a $500, the 27 Intel one also has a $500 nano textured glass option. AMD Radeon Pro graphics options. I mean, this one does seem like it's probably built more for like, you know, video editing and content creation maybe, but I'm just looking at what's here. I think that difference is kind of odd. Thought they wanted to, or maybe that 27-inch was in development before they started pushing their own chip so heavy.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
You see it now?
Oh, I'm trying to find the 27-inch because the 24 inches, all the 24-inch ones, I guess, are
or the M1,
the M1s, but I didn't see it. Where's the 27-inch? Oh, here it is. Oh, this is the original.
Is that what they're comparing it to?
This is the original joint.
What do you mean? Oh, it's not styled the same. Is that what you're saying?
Because the new iMac design is from the 24s, and the 27-inch is the
older one.
It's the older one.
Oh, okay.
And I guess you can get the older one with the M1 chip in it, or you can get it with the Intel chip.
Oh, okay. They go M1 if it's more powerful and cheaper.
Yeah, because if they were to include the Intel chip, they would have had to separate all the components like the GPU and the DIMMs and all of that. So it would have made it bigger.
Right.
And the reason why they're even able to make it flat is because all of that stuff is in the M1 chip.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, they're smart.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Apple also introduced the purple iPhone 12 Pro, no Max variant of this purple iPhone.
Interesting. I do like the purple color though. It's nice. Purple is underrated.
Well, Ashley doesn't like it, so
yeah, facts. Ashley hates it. She loves purple, but she really only likes dark purple.
She doesn't like that. That
she doesn't like that lilac.
Lilac.
Yeah, she ain't a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean the royal purple is the best purple, but that one is kind of nice too.
I mean that's facts too.
I wouldn't get it personally, but if I saw someone out there in like broad daylight wearing, I'd be like, okay, that looks nice. It shines in the sun.
For reference, this is the iPhone 12 Pro as well, and I got the blue because I just thought it was such a. It's not my favorite blue either, you know, but I love blue unconditionally, unlike some people love their colors. So me personally, I felt like this blue was like. I felt like it was a solid hit. And that lilac, I feel like looks the same. It's like a decent, I think it'll be a little darker too, because in some of the pictures, this specific blue looks a little lighter than it really is when you actually hold it in your hand and can see it. Like so it might not be that light of a purple when you go to like your carrier and actually pick one up. It might, maybe could be a little different. Just for context.
Yeah. Yeah. And lastly, Apple Podcast subscriptions are being introduced, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, that's actually pretty huge.
Sounds like a Patreon or the join feature on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where you can join the channel. Yeah,
you can give our fans, the consumers, the ability to support us monetarily.
See, but the thing is, with that, it's just like Patreon. You gotta have content to put there.
You gotta have content to put there.
What are you gonna put there when people are giving you that $5, $3, $10, whatever it is? What are you actually gonna put there for them to watch?
Now, the scummy way to do it is to say, "Hey, if you want an ads-free experience, you can join the podcast for that." But
so Apple, are they throwing in ads?
I don't know how that's going to work, because are they going to pay us for having those ads sit there?
And they're not going to pay us for having those
ads. That's the thing. And are we going to have control over the ads that are on our shit?
Of course not. They're not going to do that. Even now, because think of it like right now, maybe if you upload directly to Apple, if I was to upload directly to Apple, maybe they'd give me some control. But using a third-party service to upload to everybody at the same time, Apple's going to tell me to go fuck myself. Like, no. Apple won't even give me data on my listens directly. Like, if Acast wasn't collecting it, they wouldn't give it to me. So,
well, now they will, apparently.
Yeah, well, now, but yeah.
So they're going to provide us with pretty good analytics on our episodes, which is interesting. If you sign up for the thing.
See, and so I wonder if it's, and why not? What? We'll hold it to the end. Is that the end of Technically Speaking, or is there more to the Apple?
Yes.
Okay, so let's. I just wonder, and give people a chance who listen, who watch the YouTube videos, or who listen to the audio. Let us know how you feel. Comment, go to Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to tell us how you feel. Please tell us how you feel. Please don't be introverts and not talk to us. I know how it feels because I'm like that sometimes, but talk to us, please. Do you think it'd be beneficial to just do Apple and YouTube? I guess maybe Google Play, maybe. But what if we only put the podcast out on Apple, paid for it, and then paid for the little program? I'd have to. My only hang up is, like you just said, I want to be able to control whether there's any ads at all. I want to be able to control what kind of ads, because I really don't want ads, to be honest. I don't really want ads in the middle of our shit. To be completely honest, I'd rather not do it.
Yeah.
But it's a slight chance to get paid. We've seen what our Apple numbers look like theoretically, or just about through Acast.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it might be worth it to try to build the audience that way. If we're given, because what I don't want is people to be like, "Oh, well, you have ads, so fine, I'll give you the." And do I get to set my amount? Because I think on YouTube you get to set the amount that your join fee is.
Yeah, you can set it.
So we get to set what it is for people to come in.
Yeah.
So maybe you have a super low tier that's like $1 or something, if you can do it. Whatever the lowest tier, whatever the lowest price is, you have the lowest price, and you say, "This is how you." Unfortunately, we're putting this out through Apple, but for a real low price, you can listen to us ad free. And then I don't know if Apple has the levels like Patreon does, but if you get the second level or the third level, then that's maybe where the extra content is.
I think they might have. I'm not sure. I don't think they talked about that. The tiers.
I didn't see that like put out. It's made it seem like a one payment.
Payment thing. Yeah, I don't know, but that would be that wouldn't be a bad idea to do it that way. But yeah,
how do y'all feel about that? Well, I mean, you just said you don't think it's a bad idea, but like just do YouTube and Apple, and then maybe I guess Google Play on the side as well. Because I would personally, I prefer SoundCloud.
So pretty much,
SoundCloud is so expensive. Oh, my bad, Draw.
So pretty much just cutting out the spot as far as where to listen.
It would cut out the website. which honestly, I'm pretty sure Nick is the only one who is listening through the website, and Nick likes to go on YouTube now, so he'll be okay, I think.
I'll see.
I
have to read up on it. I think y'all. I know y'all talked about it a lot more this past week. I have to read up on it more so. But I mean, if we can curate or build an audience, I mean, outside of who already listen now, build an even greater audience with however they curate stuff on their platform, I can see it being good. YouTube has always been, well, nowadays, especially how volatile YouTube is with algorithms, it can be good as a secondary way to view. Especially since we're still, relative, we're growing YouTube more so.
Right.
I'm not really sure. Google Podcast kind of like this own nebulous thing to me. It's just kind of like there, but at the same time, not. It's not anyone's first thought, but it's good to have it. Just just to have that option, because Apple is there's this the Apple side, and then Google Podcast.
I thought Apple
is
did a
Google's
thing where is it not available on Android phones? Apple Podcast.
I
swore they had talked about doing a thing where they were trying to put it there because it's such a big
right now.
I don't.
Yeah, no, it isn't. I might have made that up.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it says no. Yeah,
Apple Music.
Yeah, Apple Music's on there, but Apple Podcast isn't.
Right. Apple. Okay, it was Apple Music that got moved over. That's what I was.
Apple Music is on there. Yeah.
So maybe Apple Podcasts will move over, because once Apple Podcasts is available on Android phones, I wouldn't upload to Google Play anymore, because I don't think people even like Google Play like that. Really, it wasn't great.
Google Podcast.
Or sorry, podcast. I forgot it's podcast now.
Podcast is good. I was listening to I was listening to this pod through there when I wanted to check episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's still pretty good. I only listen to it through Spotify now just because it's all together for the most part. I believe, I know, like when John says he would listen, he's listened through Google Podcasts, because I think that's where he keeps his stuff at. I would say Google Podcasts is the best, like, for the, like, if you're just Android and for some reason you don't have Spotify. Like, let's say you pay for YouTube, and you'll just have YouTube Music, then you might say, okay, well, I'll just use Google Podcasts since it's here. And they've already moved stuff over to this. So at least for the next 2 years, I can't think that far, because we will be like, well, actually, we're going to kill it sooner than you thought. Right. But I really don't see them, at least the next 2 years, them doing anything and like throwing this away or anything like that.
True.
I don't know. True. I don't even, it's just another way to listen to it, really.
And that's what I mean. I still want there to be avenues for people with, I don't want it to be like, oh, you have to have an Apple device. But I also look at it like, if you have an Android device, you could go on, Android's been able to play YouTube in the background anyway. So you could always still get Android,
as long as you pay for premium.
And you can, well, you don't have to, no, but I thought Androids let you do it even without paying for premium. You could just do like picture in picture. Did they take that away from Androids? Because that was a thing. I remember that was a big sticky.
Well, no, you can still do picture in picture, but like, unless they've updated in the past few years, because I've been paying for YouTube Premium for about 5 years now. I want to say, 6 years. But like, that was the thing. You could have picture in picture, but as soon as you put it away, it just stops the playback.
Oh, right. Well,
so
that's why I mean, like, Apple just got picture in picture and all that shit. Like it didn't have any of that. That's what I mean. That was the difference. Like at least on Android, you could play it like a picture in picture while you're doing other stuff, and you can still watch the video and listen. And it's maybe not be the most.
You can like split the screen and stuff. I mean, it's better to just have the screen off, just because it saves battery a ton. If you just have constant video playback or any playback, it's just gonna go through it quicker. Man, I haven't really used non-YouTube Premium in forever, so I'm not even sure. I'd have to like sign out or something. Like fully.
I don't know what non-YouTube Premium is like, and I don't want to. I hear niggas complaining about more and more ads. That's what I keep hearing.
I visit the
like, no, there's ads every 30 seconds. I'm like, suck, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ads. Yeah, there's multiple ads in some videos depending on the link.
Pay them niggas at 10.
Yeah,
it's worth it. This shit is terrible. Well, let me know what y'all think, man. If you actually care about where you hear the podcast at, if you listen to somewhere else that may be affected, if we was to only if we was to only put the podcast on YouTube and Apple Podcasts and potentially maybe Google Podcasts, if we were to only put those on those three services, do you think would you be affected by it? Would you still be serviced? Do you feel like, okay, I can still listen here or check it out here or watch it here? Like, I'm interested to know. So I really want to hear what y'all have to say about that.
Yeah.
And that we'll take into consideration as we're making a decision about, how to move forward.
How to move forward, yeah.
Apple Podcast is Apple for creators, for us to be on Apple
$20 a year.
It's $20 a year. I pay $25 a month for Acast, and we get these shit ass analytics, and they don't tell us shit.
Word?
It's $20 a year. The only thing I have to do is figure out who's gonna host our RSS feed. But there are RSS feed hosts out there that are cheaper. Like even if I don't want to figure out how to build one of my own, you can find an RSS feed host that's cheaper than that. So and I don't need to do anything because I don't even like advertisements. I don't even want to put advertisements in the podcast. I never want to do that. If I can avoid ever having advertisements play over our podcast, I would. That would be ideal. Like that is the goal. Because I think advertisements fuck up the flow of a podcast. I'm
talking about when they auto insert their ads or
any of them. Even us reading them, I think it's a little corny. You know what I mean? Like, look at us, man. Do we seem like the type of niggas that's have you heard of Bevel? Like, come on, bro. Like
Manscaped.
Like a stupid, bro. Like, come on, man. That's
the way it goes, man.
That's the way it has gone.
Has gone, yeah.
Not necessarily the way it has to go.
And they snuck in a honey advertisement. That was the first time they did it in the actual podcast, though. So I didn't really hate it.
See,
but overall, I get what you're saying.
You adjust to, but you never really like it. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I know every podcast has
it
more
depends on
like
they have to segue it right. But yeah, I'm not really trying to listen to pods for the ads.
I will say this. What's the name? Brilliant Idiots. They were really good at like seamlessly
at first.
Now they just read off the damn page.
Yeah. They just read off the page, and it's a clear cut away from the podcast. It's not.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If I was going to do an ad, it would be a live read every time. Yeah, I'm not pre-recording anything. Y'all are going to hear me read it here. I'm not, and that's probably what's going to get you screwed. But they pre-record everything so you can hear the cut. You can hear the cut even if you just listen to the audio. You can hear them cut. Go to whatever other time they were reading the ads at read ad time, and then they cut it back into the pod. And it's you have the 15-second, 20-second skip buttons that you can like skip through ads or whatever. But to me, that's annoying, especially if you're driving. Now you have to risk hitting the button so you don't have to listen to stupid ad while you're driving. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I bought MeUndies off an ad. You know what I mean? And I probably should be bleeping out the name or something, but whatever. I bought that shit off an ad, but I just, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of ads and content like that. But yeah. Okay. That was good technically. We don't have any console tea today, so unfortunately y'all don't get to hear
our
special console tea drop. Friday. Returnal, April 30th. If you got a PS5 and you're like, wow, I would like to play, like new games on my PS5 that aren't also on PS4.
Is this the first
check out
one?
Returnal. I mean, it's not the first one, but
it's not the first PS5 exclusive game.
Nah, Demon Souls is exclusive.
Oh yeah, Demon Souls.
Destruction also.
Stop.
Anyway, so Returnal comes out April 30th.
First one worth buying.
In my opinion, yeah. I mean, the more I see, the better. I mean, once again, it's another roguelike type game. Roguelite. I don't know the difference between the term roguelite. I don't know the difference. But it's one of those type games. It's got a bigger budget, and it's done by Housemarque people. Who, I mean, it looks really good. Honestly, the character and like the way the world looks from their previews this past week for that came out. And people were playing like the first hour or something like that. It gives me Alien vibes, just the way the world, area looks, and the little monsters and stuff like that, and like the main chick name is like Celine, I think is what her name is. She reminds me of Ripley Scott a bit. So, it looks good. I will get it on Friday, or this weekend coming up for everyone listening / watching. I will stream some of it. It'll probably just be through PS5 because one, I don't feel like moving that whole tower over here, and two, I don't think I have the outlets to just stream directly through Twitch. So I'll definitely be streaming it when I'm playing it. But yeah,
Dope.
Pokemon Snap also comes out that Friday.
Say it again.
New Pokemon Snap also comes out Friday, April 30th.
True,
they both come out the same day. Yeah, I decided to get Returnal over it, at least starting out, because just overall, it's a new IP. I want to support it. And two, it looks a bit, I don't know, just everything I've been seeing recently and the preview just kind of confirmed what I was hoping the game would be like, and it does look really dope. Really hectic and I guess a little creepy, but not like horror-esque, I would say. I don't think it's really a horror game, which is that has creepy elements to it.
Right.
Because you're all alone, this desolate planet, as far as we know. And I mean Pokemon Snap, I'm still very excited for that, but the wallet can't get two full price games like that right now. It's just nah. I'll get it maybe sometime in May or something like that.
It'll still be $60 anyway, so.
And it'll still be 60. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that can wait for sure. Yeah, but Returnal bumped up to day one stats for me now. But yeah, so actually there is one quick thing I saw on Twitter. Apparently the E3, it's really brief, but it's something to just mention. The E3 they updated the list of the companies gonna be there for E3 2021. Okay. And the ones they updated are Bandai Namco, Deep Silver, Gung Ho Online Entertainment. Okay. Limited Run Games, which I'm looking forward to that because they just do like physical releases of indie games. Sega, which is probably one of the bigger ones because it's like, oh, will they show the new Sonic or will they show Monkey Ball again or I don't know. Square Enix,
Monkey Ball, please.
There's been rumors again of I don't know if it's a brand new one or if they're just gonna remaster the first two.
They're probably holding off on putting that out because they don't want the fade. That's probably what it is.
Is it in?
A word? Oh, so that's how it is?
That's probably
that's how it is?
No.
That's how it is.
I thought a nigga that's been ducking me in Mario Kart just said something.
Ducking you? Nigga, we played already.
Ducking.
One.
We played once. Maybe. Ducking.
That's not
played once. He got two off. I ain't nobody ducking, bro. I'll go get a Switch now. We'll play on the pod. Fuck the time limit. Like, stop doing this.
Record and play more. Hey, that's some extra content right there.
Yeah, right there. Hey,
that is honestly, yeah. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I got 100. I got 3 stars on all this shit. I'm working my way through the mirror stage. Man, you know what? I'm gonna start streaming my shit so you know the type of nigga you talking to. You gotta understand. You really getting out of pocket. You getting out of pocket.
You
getting out of pocket. But that's cool. And then he gonna say monkey ball. Again. Super Monkey Ball.
Wild. I'm trashing Monkey Ball multiplayer, so y'all got me on that. But I'm not trying to step up.
Super Monkey Ball though.
I don't want the fade, bro. It's all good, man.
Nah, that's cool. Don't get me. I'm not letting this go. This shit come out. I don't care what console it comes out. I'm buying it on whatever Ian buys it on. Whatever. If it comes out on PS5, I'll buy it there. If it come out on Switch, I'll buy it there. If it come out on Switch Lite, if it come out on mobile, I'll buy it there.
It's probably gonna come out on everything. Sega can't really afford to not release their
not put it everywhere. Because that
not really.
Thing. I have been fighting for 2 years, almost 2 years, to not buy that Banana Blitz bullshit. Fighting. I'm fighting for my life. I'm not. But this shit, I want Super Monkey Ball.
Yeah. I hope they announce that more than Sonic, just because I'll just be like, shoulder shrug. It's probably gonna be mid, whatever at best. Whatever.
Y'all are probably getting Sonic, right? You're probably gonna get Sonic. We're not gonna get Super Monkey Ball. No, I mean, as far as announcement, they're gonna announce Sonic. I mean, Sonic fans. Gerard don't want to be a Sonic fan no more.
That's the thing. It's like I still like Sonic. I just don't like Sonic Team making Sonic anymore. Like
right.
Everything else around Sonic is cool for the outside of half the fan base, but it's whatever. Anyway, the fans do cooler stuff with Sonic than they do. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I don't know. It's just been too long. Square Enix, another big one. I don't really know what this. I don't know. I mean, maybe Final Fantasy VII remake again, 2 or whatever they might tease. I don't know. THQ Nordic and Xseed Games, they make a lot of like mid mid tier like anime weep games.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's looking, it's looking like E3 for real. I'm looking at it. There's a long list. I'll post it here, and so y'all can glance at.
Okay,
later
so they're gonna really try to get this together.
Yeah, it's starting to look. I mean, I'm curious how the streaming sub is gonna be, or if they just does this mean that all these people are gonna just lob their games in like Nintendo or Microsoft streams or something like that. I think Square Enix might have their own, but like the other year, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's looking good though. It's just starting. I'm starting to getting like the E3 hype a little bit. It feels like real right now.
A little bit, yeah, like they're actually
a
doing
little
something.
bit. Yeah, we don't know what Sony's doing. They're not gonna be a part of this, so I'm assuming they're just gonna do something before
Right.
themselves, like a big fat state of play. They don't.
They're gonna.
They really don't.
You know why they don't need E3? Because June 15th, God of War is coming out. Just Ragnarok. That's gonna come out June 15th. Watch. I'm calling it now.
June 15th of next year.
21.
20.
They said it's a 2021 game. Right? All right, no. You know what? No. You know what? No. Back.
That game was
June is crazy.
June is too early.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
It's out tomorrow.
July 11th. Hey, look. God of War Ragnarok is gonna come out by July 11th.
Hey,
they're gonna announce it. It's gonna come out. Watch. Just watch.
Whoa. No, it'll be the craziest swerve if that comes out this year, but Horizon is next year. That would be the craziest
That would
swerve.
piss me off. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be a crazy swerve.
I'll take it, but I would be upset. I've been waiting for this new Horizon forever. I don't even want to play the old Horizon because I'm just like, bruh, I need new shit.
Either, but everybody's talking about it in the chat. It makes you want to play it a little bit.
It is making me
everyone's like, man, that's the game. I'm just kind of like
man,
I mean, I'll play it today. I'm getting back into it.
Horizon is that shit.
I'm not gonna get my full thoughts on until I
the story. The story is like, forget, even if you're not like the biggest, like just get used to the fighting mechanics. But the story is so good.
I see. Yeah, the story does seem interesting. I just finally became what they call it, the seeker, and it's like, yo, you need to go. And,
oh yeah.
That's not where I was 3 years ago. So
fair enough.
But yeah.
And they do a really good job. That's what I was trying to tell Patrice yesterday. I think they do a really good job of their own turns on like the tombs, like from Tomb Raider. That's the only thing I can see the comparison between those two games, really. But those like tombs, I feel like they would do a good job.
So they do have like puzzly tombs.
Yeah. There's puzzles you got to figure out and stuff too. So I think those.
Yeah, I think the game is starting to open up for me. So probably when we're done with the pod, I'm gonna hop back on it.
And Lance Reddick is in it. How can you not be?
Wait, he's in that one?
Yeah,
I thought he was
man. Zavala, man. Lance Reddick, man. Come on.
Oh, so he's in both games. Okay.
Yeah,
shit. Well, that's cool. Then I'm looking forward to seeing him then.
Lance Reddick is that dude, bro.
He really is, man.
Whatever any voice acting he do is fire.
It's fire, man. I love that nigga's voice, man.
So yeah, bro.
That gentleman's voice, yeah.
Let me show a little more respect to this nigga.
But yeah, other than that, that's it really. None really. I only saw that and I was like, I'll mention it real quick.
Right. No, that's cool. That's dope.
Yep.
Before we move on, I'll just say if anybody wants to smoke in Monkey Soccer and you have a GameCube and you want to get that ass tap, just let me know.
Monkey Soccer.
No pause, all fast forward. I'm gonna fuck you up. Monkey Ball 2, GameCube, Monkey Soccer, Monkey Baseball, whatever you want it in. Like Monkey Fight.
No,
Monkey Golf?
I just do
Monkey Golf?
Monkey
races.
Monkey Race?
Okay. Oh. So all Ian want to do is Monkey Race. I mean, he can get smoked in that too, but that's fine. We just multi-talented out here. You know what I'm saying? We can just go to different arenas with niggas if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can I'll even let you win the racing since it's the only event.
You can be a jack of all trades so long as I can be the master of the one.
That's fine. Because when we battle it out, right? You're gonna be the master of the race. I'm gonna let you get that one because it's the only thing you got in your tuck in your utility belt. So I gotta let you have that. And when I kick your ass at Monkey Soccer, Monkey Baseball, Monkey Fight, Monkey Golf, then what? Then it's 4-1. You still gonna be like, well, I won the race.
Yeah, we want to say yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I won the race.
At least my man is honest, bro. Said, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. I don't understand what's confusing you, but I won the race.
I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I lost the other 4. Who cares? All right, man. Y'all know what time it is now. It's time for the spoiler drop.
Spoilers.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. It sounded better in my head.
Having a stroke.
He's a seizure.
Seizure.
In the porky pit, the spoilers.
Y'all want to know how? We need to make that.
Yeah. Add that to the drop. Oh man.
I'm gonna just say
we have two separate things we're spoiling in the episode. You play the regular spoiler drop, you play that one. We need that.
That was some reverb on that thing.
Yeah, bro.
Oh no!
That's funny.
Don't put me in the echo chamber. Oh no!
That is funny.
Man. I'm gonna just
Put
sit down
that.
on Audacity and just talk into this fucking mic for like 30 minutes and see what happens.
Yeah, amen.
Yo, you know how many of those I've just deleted? Yeah, I do that all the time.
I need to do that all the time. I just don't. I don't know why I don't. Oh,
okay.
Man. Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, let's get to it.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Episode 7.
Fuck.
Guys.
Had to drop an F-bomb. That's how I feel about the episode.
Holy shit.
I low-key feel, I mean, it doesn't matter now because we already all watched it. But like when Derek was like, yo, it came out Thursday night, and I was like, oh, word, but I'm already in bed, like I'm literally about to go to sleep. And I was like, I can't. I mean, if I turn this on, I'm gonna just, I can't. So I watched it like lunch Friday, and I was like, all right, let's see what the whole social media talking about. 40-some minutes later, I'm sitting here mind blown, like, what did I just watch? What is gonna happen? Oh my god. So where do we want to start on this? Like,
okay.
This guy, man.
Yeah, this thing, Omni-Man.
So Omni-Man is
Immortal
definitely
my
like
ass.
right, one. That nigga don't sound immortal. You know what I'm saying? He said he can't be killed, but I don't know.
I mean, we saw him get killed twice.
Twice.
He said, "Oh, I can't be killed. Omni-Man will beat your ass." Are you sure?
I mean,
Are you
Why
sure?
he didn't formulate a plan? I get it. You come back from the dead. See, the thing is, can't they fix him again?
they could probably fix him again. He just got cut in half. Like, I mean, his head got cut off.
Yeah. If your head gets cut off and you live, they could probably fix his little body, right?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, bro. That I didn't expect him to come back, but for them to make him come back and then die again.
In the way that he died.
He didn't even make it an episode. I thought he was gonna make one more episode, maybe link back up with the Guardians, the new Guardians, or something. Nah.
I thought it was thinking a 1v1v1 or 2. Like,
I mean, he almost gave him.
I mean, he was giving him the hands a couple times, but also that's because that big.
Yeah, he was also
fighting the thing, and that already kind of took a bit out of him.
Yeah.
So, but he killed that nigga straight up on TV. Niggas follow him and everything. Like, fuck this nigga, I'm killing you now. Like,
it's funny. Everybody in the episode had the same reaction that we were having. Like, God, that way though. Like, why he had to do him that way?
He said, "Ooh," and then he said, "Ooh." I was like, what?
With his hands, bro, sliced this big man in half, bro.
Yeah, bro. Anybody who ever entertained that I'm upset that was even trending at a point, or it even had that many tweets. Anybody who said Omni-Man versus All Might is dying.
Dying.
Dead. Deku ain't saving him.
Omni-Man just gonna throw him into space, and that's it. He's gonna grab him.
He's not gonna use that much strength. He might flick him into
out of
space.
the atmosphere, and that's it.
Flick him into space.
You flick.
All Might's done. We got to stop playing with Omni-Man. Omni-Man is different.
You gotta stop.
And I saw Cam say something about Omni-Man versus Homelander.
No, Homelander get the hands too.
That's what I'm saying. I
didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to ruin shit. That shit ain't. I was like,
that's why I kept quiet. I was like, I mean, we haven't really seen Homelander really.
That's
get
what I'm. And that's what
maybe there's a different
battle tested. He hasn't been really pushed.
Has he been to space? Has he fought a space monster? Did he destroy a planet yet? I didn't fucking think so. So I don't care what the potential of the nigga is. He ain't it.
But he got laser beam eyes though.
All right.
And
are them shits gonna hurt Omni-Man at all?
That's the question. That is the
will
question.
They might just bounce off.
This man take a tractor beam to the face.
To the face.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Just stood there.
Bruh.
A satellite beam.
A satellite shit made to hit him.
That shit looked really cool, by the way. That whole animation
was a dope animation.
I saw a GIF. Oh shit, I gotta find it. I saw a GIF of it, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, send that.
Please.
That's a dope ass.
Someone got it. I know someone on Twitter's got it.
I wish I could make a GIF the thumbnail for the podcast because that shit is fucking. That was a dope ass. That was a
I'm gonna
dope ass
find it
moment.
because I saw it on here and I was like, man. Actually, I saw that before I watched the episode. Now I was like, oh, let me turn this on. Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find
I mean,
it.
I guess
I'll find it. Not right now.
I guess we
But
could backtrack a little bit. So obviously, you know, as we saw kind of at the end of the last episode, you know, Debbie basically confronted Mark's mom, basically confronted Omni Man, basically said, "I know you killed them. They were our friends. What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he's like, I'm not thinking he's naive because he's still like, you have to trust me. And it's like, you've been on Earth all these years and you haven't learned anything about humans. Why would she trust you now? Just because you love her and your son or whatever, like you killed their friends. Like she had to console their significant others and all types of shit. Like it's fucked up. So I'm like, you know, yeah, she's not gonna trust you. And he's like, you just have to trust me. You and Mark will be fine. And she's like, yeah, but will everybody else, nigga? Like, fuck you. I think they're stupid to think that Mark can fight his dad.
Yeah.
That nigga's getting smoked. Nigga, Mark ain't want to
Right.
fight yet, basically, more or less. Not a real one. He beat up that school bully, and that's about it. He didn't even beat him up. He just moved out of his way a couple times. His girlfriend actually beat him up. I thought, well, we'll get there. Either way, we see that happen, and then we get to see Omni-Man go over there and smoke. What's his name? Donald, that Cecil's assistant dude.
Yeah.
And he tried to hit
pleasure
the
serving you. Who?
dog. And he tried to hit the self-destruct button, and Omni-Man was just standing there like that. He's like, well, that should slow him down for at least a little bit.
Not at all.
Omni-Man was looking there like, bruh.
Like,
I mean, to be fair, I gotta hit the button still anyway, because Omni-Man not about to rip out my guts and I gotta die slow. I'm blowing myself up too. Fuck this nigga. So I agree why he did it. But Omni-Man, I mean, and he figured, I thought it was crazy how quick he figured it out. Like, he saw them, he started killing the soldiers. They was running, he was killing them. He went over to the house, started killing them. Like, he's literally said, fuck it now. Like, he's all in on the world domination thing now. So, yeah, good luck, Omni-Man. Good luck, world. Not Omni-Man.
Good luck, world. Yeah, for real.
And then we got to see, finally got to figure out what the robot is up to. Finally got to figure out what Robot was up to. He,
that's weird too. I mean,
that was weird.
It's weird that he took that. It's weird that he took Rex's blood when he could have just taken like anybody's blood. But I guess they explained it with.
Well, he explained it in the episode.
Yeah, but it is a little weak. You think Rex is the only dude she's ever attracted to? Like, come on, man. Like,
I guess that's the only dude that he recognized because he was like, because she's like, oh, I'm actually 20 some years old, like 24, 25 in like a teenager's body or whatever. I don't remember how old her body's supposed to be.
Yeah, she's older in the teenage body, yeah.
But yeah, and then he did the same, and I was like, I mean, I get it, he crazy, but at the same time,
he's a genius, but he's also a nerd. And my thing is, like, if she's 25, why would she want to fuck a kid? Even if she is in the body of a kid.
I mean, see, that's the thing. Like, it's just weird. It's awkward. Like, mentally, they're both older than what they should be. It's just,
I get it.
She shrunk because of how her power works. He chose to have a younger body.
Yeah, he like curated a child's body, which is odd. And obviously, it looks like a young Rex, which is hilarious. And he was freaking out when he saw him. I thought that would
fuck me up too. But I'd be like, the fuck bitch. Like, Freddie Gibbs' voice, the fuck bitch.
Yo, if y'all saw my Instagram post yesterday, if anybody who's watching this saw my Instagram post yesterday, imagine me walking down the street and running into that nigga. I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset with myself.
Who told you?
Who the fuck would even want to clone this nigga? First of all, why would you even want to be him? Did you not, or you cloned me thinking you was gonna look like this? Then nah. Good luck. Ain't no ain't no hairline. And you got a Caribbean mother and father. Good luck.
It's good luck.
When they find you, they whooping your ass.
Shit, even dorkier me back then. No, I'd be looking like, bro. Who made you? Who made you? Who did this,
skinny face Ra is elite, bro. Skinny face Gerard is elite. He had to get a little weight in his face. That's it. Like, but skinny face Gerard is so weird to look at. So
it's weird for me to look at
because it's just so long ago. It's just so long ago. Those videos from like our freshman year, I'm like,
oh Lord, like the light one. I still have that video.
That video is
that's cringe central. But
One day,
as a reminder.
that's
It's a
Patreon
reminder.
content.
It is. It is. That's like, yeah, that's time capsule shit, but it's still just like, oh.
It's
I have to remember.
We took that
have
shit.
to remember. Bro.
I get why people were like, Derek, what the fuck are you doing? You're being a loser. And I'm like, yeah, but this is fun. You don't understand. I'm having a fucking blast. This is great. Oh man. Did you go to UGA when we did that one mission? I don't know why I'm.
No, I didn't do that. That one sounded dope though, honestly.
That shit was fire. That's just
I'll
tell that story.
They have like I can't remember. I heard about it. I don't remember if it was from y'all or somebody else trying to explain the situation stuff where they had like, you guys had like the parking deck stuff or whatever. Man, I can only imagine. I can only imagine blocking out the stairway. You can't jump off. You can't do like dudes did or something with the rotunda. You can't.
Ain't no jumping off the rotunda. Ain't no pulling up to the rotunda in a car. Ain't no jumping off the second floor of the Newton building.
Yes, I'm not gonna name names, but we know what
we're
talking about.
We know names. We know names.
Yeah. So that was wild too. I was just like, all right, so you did that.
Yeah. Oh, you're crazy. All right, cool.
Yeah. A lot of
he was in the military for real. Anyways.
Right. But yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, so obviously he gets his new body and then he betrays the clone dudes. What are they called? The Maulers. The Maulers.
Oh, the Mauler twins?
Yeah, the Mauler twins. So he goes ahead and he betrays them. They try to kill him or whatever, and he, ends up bringing out his like mech suit.
Super big robot.
Oh, he brought out his Power Rangers mech suit and his Megazord.
The Megazord, yep.
Is this what y'all want to do? All right, cool. And did their
too bad the Mauler twins are so fucking stupid because they could have been shot his ass and like, well,
yeah, he's a kid.
That's a wrap. They almost said they're like, oh no, he's right there. Let's shoot him there. And he was like, oh, you saw me. Deflect. I was like,
yeah, facts.
They should have been got your ass, but
yeah,
it's fine.
Anyways, yeah. So the Guardian, the Cecil tells all the Guardians to meet up at the HQ or whatever, which I think is dumb because that's where Omni-Man went last time to fuck y'all. But Cecil knows that. So why would Cecil not send them somewhere else? Like, why would Cecil send them to the same place where Omni-Man is going to know to look if he really wants to just say, fuck this, I'm killing everybody now. Killing all of your protectors and I rule your planet. Like, I just think that's a little... Yeah. But whatever. They're locked down at the Hall of Guardians and they're supposed to be the last defense. All of them are getting smoked. But yes. All right. The first Guardians had a better shot, I thought, and they got smoked. So y'all are dying.
They got put down, man.
Y'all are dying.
I mean, maybe what's the girl's name?
Monster Girl?
Nah, the one that can materialize. Adam Eve. She might have a chance.
She's like
she's kind of OP on the low.
She can make high key. She's OP. But what does she make that kills Omni-Man?
Anything.
I don't know.
Maybe she could materialize a planet if she wanted to.
She might be able to materialize like a sun and throw it at him or something.
The crazy thing about her, especially because I rewatched like episodes 1 through 5 last week, and Cam come over, and that's why he's on the show now. Mm-hmm. But when we're watching it, it just when they first introduce her, you just think, oh, she's Pink Lantern or whatever.
Yeah,
And then you don't know anything about how she can just create anything from matter until she has that argument for parents. I can do anything. I was like, so you're just gonna upgrade yourself in 5 minutes?
I would have never been dealing with my father. I'd have been built a house in the middle of nowhere.
Like you're out here using pink shields and stuff when you can materialize anything.
She woke up and was like, "Oh, I'm dirty." 90 more on some bewitched stuff or whatever.
And she's telekinetic and like, what are we talking about now?
Yeah. I couldn't understand. Yeah.
She can grow crops, create life. Oh,
but I wonder if just to prove a point, she might get smoked just to prove a point. Like
she's essentially Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Could be the inspiration.
It's pretty strong, man. If they smoke her.
They better not smoke her, man.
I'm gonna be a little hurt if they smoke her.
I'll be like, hey,
at least she has to go down with a good fight. That's my only thing. It has to be a good fight if she's gonna be
a good fight, man.
It has to be good. I think she deserves that.
I feel like no one's safe. Damn, I feel like no one's safe next.
Yeah, I honestly do, bro. If Mark ain't safe either. Just because it's called Invincible don't mean shit.
I like how they do the
called Adam Eve.
The blood.
Yeah, I like how they
Oh, the blood splatter.
Yeah,
it gets worse and worse every episode.
Every episode.
The first episode was like a little blood. I was like, oh, okay. Now it's just. I'm waiting for the day it's just a red screen that says Invincible.
Right, just red. Like
it's gonna be all red and Invincible with like black outlining, and that's it. It's just gonna be all red but Invincible and black outlining. Like, yeah, everyone's dying. Don't worry. Don't even concern yourself.
The whole logo red.
That shit was wild to me. What else did we get? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they were really kind of fucked up. The Guardians were when they saw, the robot come back and everything like that. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that moment was a little. I felt like it kind of expressed how we felt about it. Like, yeah, it's a little weird that you took his thing, but I guess at the same time, that's who you thought she was attracted to, so you did it, and whatever. So I kind of understand. I kind of understand it. I think that'll be an interesting arc, even with like what we said earlier, with just the fact that she is an older woman in a young girl's body, and he's an older man in a young boy's body, but
by choice.
It's by choice. So, I think it's going to be interesting because she didn't really. I mean, she seemed flattered. She did seem flattered that he did it. She's like, "Oh, he did it for me," but is that really going to materialize into a greater thing? I don't know.
No. Well, I think in hopes he's probably. I mean, because he's like he's all mad scientist type shit. So in his mind, he thinks this is completely rational, which is. Of course. I mean, she's gonna keep getting younger.
Exactly.
She's gonna keep getting younger. So cool right now.
Way to fix her problem.
Well, he did say that too. Yeah, he did. He did say he wanted to work on a way to fix her problem. That is true. So
yeah,
take that for what it is.
But I feel like he's gonna go off a deep end of something.
Yeah.
With her, I mean, when she almost died, he was like, "Oh shit, like fake Unibeam" in episode 4 or 5, episode 5, and I'm curious how that's gonna. Well, I mean, we got the finale next week. I don't even know if they're gonna do more with that. I mean, they might touch on it again, but I don't even know if we're gonna get even more of that. Because that just was like, okay, this is what he was working on, guys. This is why he snuck what Rexplode's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think we'll get any more of it next week specifically, like any more like deeper than it is. I don't think they're gonna go into their relationship in the finale. I think the finale obviously we got way more
centered around Mark and Omni.
Mark and Omni right now. We're back.
Yeah, I think that'll be some season 2 type stuff then.
Yeah. That's more world building. Flesh it out. You can, use it. One thing that's fucked up is Cecil is willing to do whatever is fucked up enough that he thinks is the right thing to save the world. So he told them that they were taking the robot dudes that old buddy had fucked up. He told them that he was taking them and he was going to get them the best help. And he sent them out there to fight Omni-Man.
Oh yeah,
I thought those were zombies or basically dead soldiers.
They are help him. He said that they could help him, and Mark was able to remember who he was. Was it Mark? Was the dude's name? Yeah. I think it was Mark. Let me see real quick. I think it was Mark. Can I not scroll back? There we go. Yeah, they go to the school. No, not Mark. I'm tripping. Amber dates Mark, obviously. Rick, right? Yeah. William pleads for Rick to enable. Yeah. So it's Rick. His name is Rick, and I just wonder if Rick is going to be able to. Oh, I muted you by accident. My bad. I was trying to click my mouse to move again, and I muted you. I'm sorry, Dad. Definitely wasn't on purpose. In case anybody saw it pop up, like, oh, I want to hear you.
All right, we'll see.
That's fucked up, man. But yeah, Rick, that nigga Rick, was the one who. They label him as his ex-boyfriend, but I thought they were just getting together in the show. That's an interesting caveat there. Maybe somebody wrote that from like the comic.
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
But yeah, he just sent them all out there. Now, I don't know if Rick is getting help specifically, and then maybe the others were just used. I don't know. They didn't really specify. You just saw the robot soldier things fighting. So take it for what it is. But I thought that was a little fucked up because he told them that, we're going to get him the help. And just like, no, he going to fight Omni-Man and he going to fuck them up.
He's just a white version of, what's his name? Nick Fury, man.
Oh, he's way worse.
Yeah.
He's willing to do way more. He's willing to sacrifice way more people.
Yeah, like literally all the people.
Literally all the people. Else. If it saves the people.
Yeah. It's getting kind of crucial.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, and then they learned all the fates, and then what happened? Oh, okay, yeah, and then we get back to where Cecil is talking to him like with his teleportation shit. I thought that was like really dope. Cecil like barely.
That shit was ballsy as fuck.
Over and over. I was like, this is a bold ass. At least he willing to put himself on the line. You know this nigga is super fast. You know all this shit, but he can't teleport. He ain't that fast. So
he almost got his whole life snatched when he
got his tie snatched.
His tie was gone. He was just like, oh, that would have been it.
I thought that was hilarious.
Cecil might get
Cecil gonna live to the end, man.
End of the season?
See, I don't know.
Till Friday, nigga.
He always got something in the tuck, man. He always got an escape plan, man.
We'll see. We will see. I do think he is more central to like fighting against Omni-Man from the shadows type thing. So I do think maybe he probably will make it, but I'm not banking on that. That's all I'm saying. I ain't putting my eggs in that basket. I think he's possible. He's liable to get smoked too.
Yeah.
But that was a really cool scene with just him zipping around and Omni-Man trying to chase him. I thought that was cool. What happened now? Where was I after? What happened after that? Oh, that's you got Mark and Adam Eve like flying in because they heard whatever noise, and Mark was like, yo, I'm not even trying to go see it. Adam Eve, of course, is like, yo, I'm all saving the world, so I gotta go. And they go. I just felt like I didn't understand how nobody could get in contact with them before they got too far, but I don't know. It is what it is. And you can tell Nolan, Omni-Man, is slowly going off his rocker a bit, right? Like the way he talked to William when he found him, where's Mark? The way he left the house when he just went through the fucking ceiling.
I thought he might have done that because he noticed that, or he sensed that those soldiers, those invisible soldiers, were around. He was like, "Oh, I can't even talk anymore," and they just dipped off that way. That's what I thought. Because immediately after that scene, they appeared.
That is true. And then they
left. I could be adding to it. I
don't know. No. I think after he left, Cecil came and got her, and then, but the soldiers popped up when he came back looking for Mark, and he's like, Mark was supposed to be home. Then the soldiers came back looking for him.
Yeah.
Then the soldiers were in there then, and I feel bad for him because why would you try to shoot Omni-Man? Like,
you shouldn't even
you got 20 years of research to know that doesn't work. Say, hey, bro, I'm sorry, I'm just doing my job, and walk out.
If you're stationed outside of or in that house, you're basically being sent on a suicide mission.
Oh yes, yeah. Why even bother? I'm not going. I quit, Cecil. Now what? That's fine. I'll go to the homeless shelter. That's cool. I'm not. You got me fucked up. You think I'm about to go play with Omni-Man, and y'all think he killed the Guardians of the Globe? All right, bro.
That's definitely true.
Go play a different game. I'm gonna be right at McDonald's or what was that? Whatever the burger place that Mark was working at. I'll be right over there.
Oh, McDowell's. Yeah.
Whatever that.
That's a different fake name.
Whatever I think it might not have been a McDonald's. It might have been like a Whataburger play on words, I think. But
it's McDonald's.
Oh, the dude who made the robot dudes. Did you know Ezra Miller played him? I didn't realize that was Ezra Miller's voice.
Yeah, that was his voice. I knew it.
I thought it was familiar, but I wasn't sure. Oh, that's crazy. I just saw that.
As soon as he talked in episode 6, I was like, oh, that's Ezra Miller. Because even if he tries to talk a little different, he still got that, that type of voice he has. Yeah, kind of nasally. Yeah, it's hard to miss for me.
Y'all definitely have to look at the. I mean, just the cast list for this. It's
still pretty crazy.
Zazie Beetz is Amber,
Also, I'm glad that's finally done. I'm glad, and actually that's at the very beginning of the episode, I would say, where
when they get back, and she's
Mark Walter one that time. She's like, yeah, I'm actually very happy with how they handled this because I was the one. I didn't like hate episode 6 at all. I just was kind of frustrated at their relationship. So I was like, either tell her who you are or end it because y'all just dragging this on and it's obnoxious now. And it's literally they're like, oh, we know good writing, Gerard, and they're like, she knew, and he's like, well, why are you tripping now? I was like, oh, because you tried lied to me the whole time, and I was like,
yeah, that to me, I mean, even though I do think it's a little odd, but in this world where like superheroes are around and you keep coming and going and you go in other countries and shit with your dad, like, first of all, who the fuck is your dad, nigga? Like, why your dad keep taking you across the countries and shit? Like, and then you bring her back a Mars rock, like, fam, she's smart. Like, I think she gonna know this rock not from here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's from the Middle East or whatever you said it's from. Like, yeah, shut up. Like, come on, man. Like, it was just a stupid. It was like a stupid. It was just stupid things he was doing. But
I think that's. I mean, at least for that scene, she was kind of like done. She was like, yeah. I mean, I figured it out a few weeks ago. I mean, they said that this has been going. Their relationship was going on for months. I didn't really.
Yeah.
It didn't really seem that way. I guess it really showed true progression of time. I mean, it's just kind of arbitrary. Like, oh, this how much.
I think it's just they don't really show us how long it's been since like, you know what I mean? Like,
we don't see like true seasonal changes or anything like that.
Actually, the only time reference I think we've gotten was at the beginning of this episode when Immortal Man came back on the news clip. You heard him say he died 8 months ago or something like that. That's the only.
That's right.
That's the only way that I know how long it's kind of been since at least that happened. Since Mark had just started talking to Amber when that happened.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
About 8 months. I think he said 8 months to be sure. I'm pretty sure he said 8 months. Maybe he said 6. I don't remember, but he said a couple months. They mentioned months, so that was cool. I think it's really cool. Mark Hamill was the tailor. Just to reference that. I mean, I knew that voice, but
that's right. Yep.
And Marshala Ali, it was Titan. That was the Rock dude who was like,
oh, that was him. I should have known that.
The stone skin dude, and he was like,
holy shit.
He was like, y'all want to die? Y'all want to die? You want to shoot in the air and say you tried?
That was him. Man, they got such a.
No, the cast is crazy.
I don't know how they got everybody here like this.
Yeah.
They going crazy.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
It's definitely a blockbuster animated series.
Right. Wow.
It seems to be going under the radar.
Not for long, bro. Like, as soon as the show ends, everyone, does their what Invincible brings to the table of animated superhero or whatever think pieces people do, or just us talking in general. Word of mouth. It's gonna grow. I mean, that's how I knew about The Boys. I mean, I knew about The Boys, but I didn't really like watch it until what was it? Nasi and Cam, and who else was talking about it? I think Nasi, Cam, and Jordan were talking about a lot last year.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, all right, fine. When I moved in here, I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down. I got this new TV. I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch this shit. And I watched the shit, and I was like, okay, I get why they were talking about this. But yeah, man, episode crazy. The whole fight at the end. So the Mauler twins. So not only with Robot and everything, we got to see his true body. He's like this weird, mangled, deformed. Like he just
that was really weird.
That was gross, but it is what it is. Deformities and stuff. They kind of sort of explain how it's not so much as you transport your full consciousness to the other host. It's more like it's a literal a copy
of your consciousness.
And that's just kind of wacky to me because he literally was just like, yo, which one is me? And I was like, yo, imagine that.
Yeah.
That sounds, I can't imagine. That sounds.
Imagine a nigga would walk up to you, look just like you, and you don't, and now your brain can't process if you're the original or if they are. That's
right.
Up.
And that explains all the goofy Mauler twin stuff. Yeah. Now first I was like, oh, that's just a little quirk, whatever, haha, villain shit.
No, they genuinely don't know who the real one is.
They don't. That's mind-boggling.
I thought that was cool.
It was convenient because old him died, unfortunately. R.I.P. Old robot body.
And they put the Neuralink into his brain without thinking of what the Neuralink would do. I thought that was
right. They didn't even tell him. He was like, "Nah, it's just the help, bro. That's it." Okay.
It's so crazy because they're set up as these like brooding, dumb villains, but they do
Smart.
smart shit all the time. But every now and again, they do some pretty dumb shit too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so they still
100%.
dumb. They smart dumb. Like
They smart dumb.
They're smart dumb. Because this man can transfer his consciousness into another body and build it from a machine. Like that's smart as fuck.
That is smart as
But
shit.
and they know how to do it. And then they were able to adjust it for a human. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy. But to be, you know,
Hell, they could probably
Almost
remake
did the
the
work.
entire Guardian.
yeah, with
Guardians,
just the DNA,
with
yeah.
just the blood.
And that's what leads up to. We get the okay. Tell me if I missed something that led up to this, because it just seemed really sudden. But there's like, oh yeah, the immortal's body. I was like, huh?
I think.
But they did dig up that grave for the insurance policy that they were referring
Yeah, so that's what it was. Like, we need an
Okay, so that's what
insurance
it was.
policy.
Got
And
it.
I
Okay.
think Immortal Man was the insurance policy, and they thought they were
Got
going to
it.
be able to control him with the collar. That's
Yeah,
why
but
they
it
had the
didn't
collar, and the collar didn't work, and that's why he just
Yeah.
woke up in rage, remembered everything that last happened to him until he died, and then went crazy.
Yep. That was
Yeah.
pretty. That was insane too. Like,
That was cool, but that's why they had his body. They wanted to have the insurance policy and the collar to be able to control this superhero or whatever, you know, superpowered man. So
Okay.
that was definitely a cool little moment there, and then he just broke out, and then that's when we got the scene where I was like, yeah, you know, they said like 8 months or whatever it'd been since he passed, and then
He
now
got
he's back randomly, and I
back
said
randomly.
like he just like fell asleep and died. He get his head chopped off.
He got fucking murdered, decapitated. By sheesh.
Yeah, that's wild. But then he go. I mean, Immortal comes back and just goes right looking for Omni-Man immediately. Like doesn't even think twice about it. Like instantly, Omni-Man, and it's not hard for him to find since Omni-Man's on like every screen in the world fighting this fucking villain thing that Cecil had sent out that he beat before, but now it's been like upgraded with other shit. And Cecil's
Turn off
basically
the
throwing
pain
every little thing
receptors?
he's got in the book at him. Yeah, the pain receptor, so he can't the little thing can't feel pain, and it's just big and it's fucking him up, and it's really I really enjoyed it. It was really now why does Apple think I would want to pay for Apple Arcade? Anyways, fucking embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
But yeah, I thought that was really dope. That fight was better than the first one a little bit. He got a couple of hard hits in, you know what I mean? He had him on the ropes for a little bit, but you know, Omni-Man go Omni-Man, so
man, go on.
Going baby on baby.
Right through that nigga's chest. Slice the nigga in half. He like, bro, don't come back this time. I don't know why. He said, first of all, he looked that man in the eyes and said, you should have stayed dead. You should have. First of all, a nigga tell me that, I'm gonna be like, hey, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna just take the fact that I came back as a blessing.
As a
Let
blessing.
me go save some other planet.
Yeah,
just leave.
Move and leave, man. You know, damn.
I'm not trying to meet back up with you, bro. He went right. I mean, to be fair, that's a real nigga, man. He went right back for the smoke with the nigga that smoked him and remembered how he smoked him, and they got smoked more or less the same way.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
He did.
I
don't know why I thought it'd be different.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
I did too, because I was just like, I mean, you're gonna die again, bro, and he did.
Sure enough, wasn't no comeuppance, wasn't no revenge. Just, I mean, unless you count a couple of hits as revenge, but yeah, he got killed. So Omni-Man kills Immortal Man, or not Immortal Man, Immortal. I don't know why I keep calling Immortal Man.
AKA Vandal Savage, apparently.
Did you see the thing I posted?
Yeah, I saw it.
I didn't see it. Oh, did you post it?
I'm gonna put it in WhatsApp as well, just so.
Oh, you put it in the.
Yeah, I put it in WhatsApp. I just stumbled upon. I looked at the Reddit.
Oh, big facts. Big facts.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yep. I was looking for the image of the explosion. Not explosion. The laser.
Hey man,
whatever.
Superman ain't never killed this nigga like this.
He didn't.
Superman ain't never smoked Vandal Savage, bro. At least not like that. Not in. I'm sure there's probably a version where he might do, but not in like your typical shit. But that was crazy. Mark basically is getting fucked up by the kaiju shit. Kaiju is fucking Mark up. Mark is losing again like he do.
All aboard the L train.
And he's watching his dad as he's trying not to die. He's watching his dad, the L train. Now that's fucking hilarious. No, it is. I was just in the middle of a thought.
That's not the first time I've said
Oh man.
Really? You said it in this episode? You know what happens?
Not today, but months ago. Okay. Literally months ago.
All right, because you know what is the funniest shit to do? The best part of this podcast, the best part of editing is going back and hearing the small shit that I missed. Small shit Raw says. It'll be the slightest shit that I will not remember him saying at all, but I'll have been here. It's really fun whenever like I end up having to leave or whatever. I have to listen to y'all talk and I wasn't there. That's always interesting too. But when I'm here and I didn't hear it, and Gerard says something, I'd be crying editing the podcast, bro. I'd be like, "Oh, where did this nigga get this shit from? And why did I not hear it in the moment?" Yeah, like that's fucking hilarious. Man.
I just
Gerard has mastered that art.
Yeah,
he sneak it in, and it's low enough that I won't hear you because we're talking, but I can hear you when I'm editing because I'm listening out for it. That's hilarious.
That's my favorite type of humor. It's like you hear people in the forefront, just talking. You hear someone in the background. It's almost like an ad lib. That's how it is. It's almost like an ad lib, and that's
ad lib humor, man.
It should add to. But yeah,
there was a joke going around Twitter that I want to say, but it's kind of fucked up. I'm gonna tell y'all afterwards. Because to me, it's a fucked up joke. Twitter had a blast with it, and everybody said it was funny. I think it's fucked up though. So I'm gonna say it afterwards. Okay. After the pod is over. I'm gonna tell y'all after the pod is over. But that shit, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's chuckable. It's like when you see it, you're gonna chuckle. No, even regardless of even how fucked up you think it is, you have to chuckle. But it's fucked up. Anyways, Mark is getting fucked up. News shot, obviously the cameras, the news helicopters, they catch Omni-Man killing Immortal. And Mark sees him do that as the kaiju is getting fucked up. The whole world sees him, and Mark is looking at his dad like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And his dad's like, "We gotta talk." And so that's where we're at now. Now we're gonna see what happens. And Mark might take an L tomorrow, dog. I don't know.
Might. No, I'm kidding. But no, I really hope.
Friday. I don't think he's gonna die, but I think once he realizes my son isn't gonna learn, and I can't risk this nigga getting figuring out how to use his powers and getting stronger. What are his options?
I get the feeling it's gonna be a gut wrenching type of episode where it's just gonna be we're gonna be sitting there. It's like seeing a car accident in slow motion. You sit in the car two places over. You're gridlocked in traffic. You can't move. You can't not see it, and you're just gonna be like, damn.
Close your eyes. Prepare for it. Look the other way. You're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear them crunches.
I'm mentally preparing for it. I feel like it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be like, nah, man.
I am mentally preparing for this. I'm preparing for Mark. I'm preparing for anybody in this show to be smoked. This is how I had to go into Spartacus.
They smoke Mark, man.
They might smoke Mark. They might smoke Invincible Amber to make him upset.
Man,
what if Omni-Man feels like? I'm not saying it's gonna happen in this episode specifically, but is it not feasible to think what if Omni-Man is like, you're only tied? I fucked up. My tie to this world was your mother, and I fucked up, and that's what fucked all this up. And your ties is Amber Girl, and that's what's gonna fuck you up. So I'm gonna kill her.
Stop being too good telling what might happen.
Now you ain't got nothing holding you to this world. You can kill me, but your girl dead too. So what?
Oh man, he gonna go full fuck this planet mode.
Woo! Yeah, bro. I don't know. That's just my thought. That's Invincible, man. Invincible.
Yep, this better air Thursday night. I don't know if I can.
As the memes are right.
Oh yeah, it is. Get your Italian hands going.
I'm playing the Ezio collection, so I do this a lot now. I do this a lot and say Italian rent. I don't say shit that's Italian. It's so racist.
I stopped myself. I stopped because I was gonna say some shit. And I was like, don't.
I can say the one because it's in the game. My favorite line of any Assassin's Creed game is Assassin's Creed 2 at the beginning, because you come in, your family gets smoked, like your little brother, your dad, all that shit. Fuck, that's not a spoiler. Then you go back and you meet up with your uncle at the family villa, and the first thing out of his mouth is, "It's a me, Mario." Uncle Mario. And cry every fucking time they do that shit. Every time I play it, I cry laughing because it's so funny. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good.
Maybe I should have been playing these games, bro.
Oh my god.
They couldn't find another name for this man. Yo.
Nah. His name is Mario. And it's hilarious because you know it's coming. You know it's coming. They're like, your Uncle Mario has a place in the villa. You're like, all right.
I was like, yo, they think we're not gonna make the joke. Yo, we gonna make the joke.
It's like a jack in the box. Like, yo, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Yes, bro. Yes, that's my favorite line of that game, bro. I swear to you, bro.
Oh my god.
They haven't topped that yet. They need to bring that shit back.
Oh, that's so hard to sciences.
Hilarious. I don't even know if Nintendo sued them niggas for that shit, bro.
I don't know.
It's so good. How could you be mad? It's so perfect. Because what other chance would you have of a game set in 1495 Italy where you can say it's a me Mario and it works and it's it sounds like some shit they would say in the time period when you listen to other characters talk.
God.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I thought that was great.
I gotta look up that clip after this, bro.
Bro. Look up that clip. Oh, it's the first. That might be the name of the mission.
Why has no one told me this all these years? I'm Mr. Nintendo himself. No one back in college. Yo, at Assassin's Creed 2 Drive, you seen this? No one said it. No one's told me this.
Yo, I found it.
That was a good one. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know what made me say that, but I just really wanted. I'm glad I got that out.
Oh my god!
I've got to listen back to see how I even mentioned that, how I worked that into this podcast. But I cannot wait to hear this back. This is ridiculous.
This game is top 10. This might be top 1 actually.
No,
I don't think they peaked in 2009.
Yeah, no,
they peaked.
Yeah, they peaked right there. Bro. That was it. They're like, we're never gonna make a game this good again.
I'm surprised they kept making more.
They should have just stopped right there.
They should find more creative ways to sneak in this type of a joke. I don't care how tired it'll be. I'll laugh every time.
Every fucking time.
So you come back from the enemies. It's a me, Mario Desmond.
It's me, Mario Desmond. It's me, Desmond Mario.
Oh shit, man! Ancestors going crazy. All right, I'm done.
Hilarious. Okay, we can drop the spoiler drop again. I know we just cut back in. Trust me, I know I'm cutting back in the video version of this. You didn't
spoilers.
But we will cut back in. Spoilers, new spoilers drop. Spoilers. Draw if you can gather yourself.
I'm good. I got my water now.
We got a finale on our hands, boys. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes, we do.
It's done.
To be fair, I think they labeled this as a season finale, not a series finale.
Yeah, especially that ending title card. Well, I mean, we'll talk about it. We get we'll get along. Yeah.
Well, I guess we don't have to go in like super order either, though. We can just kind of jump around it. It's not.
Well, now I was gonna say, not too long after this aired on Friday, they confirmed that they're making Captain America 4 movie.
Well, yeah,
and I mean, and I say that maybe they'll just continue some stuff from here into that as opposed to a season 2.
True.
Maybe they'll have some stuff in the Armor Wars show next year. The War Machine, Rhodey, Don Cheadle get his start. That's gonna be interesting. But
you think we'll bring in Iron Patriot to Armor Wars? I mean, not Iron Patriot, the Patriot, because doesn't he have like a little?
I
Is his
No,
suit really armored? I can't really tell. I don't know. And I don't read
no,
Marvel
it
comics.
looks like he's wearing kind of like a knit suit. Well, not knit, but it's not like super
More like a
armored, I would
Falcon
say.
suit or like a Captain America suit than a Iron
Yes, I think
Man
it's
suit.
kind of like that. And he just kind of be fine with fists. He don't have a shield or anything. He just got the good hands. All right, so yeah, finale.
He grew up in the. He
Uh,
act like he grew up in the hood. He better have the hands.
yeah.
Fucking crazy. The Falcon, like he a nobody too. Every time Falcon show up, he got some slick shit to say. If I was like,
Right.
"Hey, bro, you need to learn some respect." Like, what the fuck is you talking to? First of all,
Right.
You know, so you could be here. You should fucking leave. You talk to me like you know
Bruh.
who I am. Nah, but yeah, take it away, drama.
Yeah, man. So we're not gonna do all the play-by-plays. We'll hit the important stuff off of memory. I can fill in. So yeah, it pretty much starts out like kind of like it follows what the last episode's ending was, where they start the assault on that GRC meeting. But it looks like a little bit time has gone by. It's nighttime now instead of daytime. Looks like enough police and people pulled up. Actually here, well not here. We see Bucky walking out. He's all suited up and he's like, "Yo, where they at?" Blah 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 and everything. And then they kind of talk about a building where they're trying to get the GRC folks out. And then not even like 5 minutes in or so, we get Sam's reentry. Well, we get Sam's. He jumps in. We see the new suit. It looks fire. It looks almost exactly like the comic book. It's very, very, very close to the comic book, but I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. It's still fire. Looks great.
I would have liked less white in the outfit, but
less white.
He still has to represent America. I get it. You know,
I feel you.
He still has to represent America. So for me, I was hoping he was gonna come out with a full on purple and
black.
that would have been great.
I'd have been like, yeah, sounds good to me. Fuck America.
Right.
But yeah. I get it. I understand.
But then the guy in the building, when he said, "Who are you?" Captain America, he would have been like, "These aren't our colors." But anyway, but yeah, so he comes through the building. He throws a shield in. Well, he throws a shield in, and he comes in and he does a little like, "Yeah, I'm in here," and it's like, "Oh, that suit looking clean." So yeah, they pretty much, there's a way for all the GRC people that they kind of get out of there. Yeah, overall, so it's like a number of things happening here. Like Carly and the other Flag Smashers are kind of moving forward stuff. They find a way to kind of split them up after a while. When Bucky's on the ground, like trying to enter in, we see someone that's like, they kind of come up and confront him, like, "Hey, you know, what are you doing here?" This and the other, and they pull the face off, and it's Sharon Carter again. Yeah. And I actually, we haven't seen that face tech, I think, since Captain America Winter Soldier. Funny enough, where at the very end, Black Widow, when they're trying to get through Shield, and Black Widow, she had the mask. I forgot who she was impersonating, but she had the little digitized face mask on. She ripped it off. She's like, "Hey, I'm Natasha." So yeah, that was cool. But at the same time, it's like, all right, Sharon, what are you doing here? She's basically going to aid the mission of stopping the Flag Smashers and everything.
Of course she is.
Yeah, right. Of course she is. Yeah.
Of course she is. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, it was a lot of that first half of the episode was just we pretty much get a lot of spotlight on Sam Wilson. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna just say Sam just going out as Captain America. It's weird because, you know, just last episode's Falcon, now it's Captain America. You know, he introduced himself as that.
Call Captain America. Sam. I don't care.
Captain Falcon, Captain America.
Call him Captain Falcon too. Yeah,
that was trending on Twitter. I saw Captain Falcon and I was like, all right, bet. I was like, all right, cool.
Punch.
That shit, man. I would love that. But yeah, so yeah, a lot of stuff just showcases how, you know, what he's doing to kind of get the hostages out and save them. He does some cool stuff. He does like a thing where he uses the little booster on his wingsuit part and he uses the shield bash. He throws the shield. And it's clear he's not exactly still not 100% on it, because when he threw it out of the building to break through the glass, and he just kind of falls out and he has to like fly after it to catch it or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of still working his way through some of the stuff here.
Do you think he would have been able to? Do you think Steve Rogers would have been able to break that glass and catch it, like bounce it back off, but still break the glass and catch it?
I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just being more skilled with the shield versus
like both
Falcon's
window edges or something, broke the glass, and then it would have came back
Yeah.
to him as he runs out or something. Yeah, it probably would
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because
But who cares? Sam can fly.
well, actually, no. Most times with well, at least from what we see, most times what Steve's done is he'll just fuck around. He'll just
Bust
run
through,
through and just brace for
Yeah, he did.
impact.
I guess
hit the
Sam didn't really
ground.
have to throw the shield. He could just ran through it.
They
just
did
want to show it again.
I have a wing seat. Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
I can fly.
I
I'ma
can
do
fly.
shit
That's
different.
literally a lot of the stuff was mostly I can fly now, but like they even had the thing which was a callback to the first episode where like to get that one chick who he has a new red wing. He has a new red wing drone that was like scanned like when he was trying to go through the helicopter when one of the dudes was flying, he's like scan through to see who has any like flight training or whatever, and the Asian lady did, fortunately. So he communicated with her. I think it was through Red Wing or something. I can't remember how he did. It was some way he was communicating with
I think
her.
she snapped in. I think he like tapped into her phone or something. Like she had headphones in or something, and he tapped into her phone and was like, "Hey, do this." And he was talking to her, but obviously nobody else could hear him.
So that's what it was. Yeah, so he's like, in 5, when I count down from 5, and I'm gonna come through, and as soon as that goes to 1, just take the controls. And he does the thing where he like he either throws a shield and he like flies through, like literally flies through, and he just tackles little buddy out of the thing, just like in the first episode he did the bat rock.
Well, he didn't really tackle him. It was Red Wing yanked him out.
Oh, Red
Wing put the little thing on him and yanked him out, and then the old lady, like I say, old lady, the old girl popped in, steadied the helicopter, took over. It was Red Wing that took him out. I remember because I was thinking, I was like, is this going to be like a shot for shot of the first episode again? Because I'm like, that's a little bit lazy, but I understand with the pandemic and COVID, maybe that reshoots, I understand why they probably would use some of the similar assets to do the same thing, and I can get over it. But since they had Red Wing do it instead of him fly straight through the helicopter again, I was like, okay, I can live with that.
Pretty much, yeah.
What did you say, Ian?
I know there was 2 instances where there was the first one where he yanked the police officer out of the helicopter, and then the second instance, I thought he ran through the
what you mean
helicopter. There's 2 helicopter scenes. There's the one where there's a police officer's helicopter, and they almost flew right into the one with the hostages in it.
Yeah.
Yanked that guy out, and that was with the.
He yanked out the dude with the hostages with Red Wing. That's not I got it backwards. I thought he yanked out the dude with the hostages with Red Wing.
I'm going through.
I mean, this is kind of bad because we just saw the episode. We could just figure it out. People like, yo, these are the niggas I'm supposed to be relying on.
Right. Yeah. Regardless, he was able to. He was able to get old girl to take control and fly them away. Some other stuff that's happened is like Bucky's on the ground level. He like propels himself off a motorcycle to tackle one of the other Flag Smasher folks and everything. So they've all been kind of split up, doing their own thing, just trying to get all the hostages the best way they can. Sharon's kind of moved. Honestly, Sharon did this thing with this one dude in the truck in like a parking garage where he threw like it was like some sort of a mustard gas or something. So
it was mercury gas, I think is what they call it.
Mercury gas, yeah. She's kind of like off the rails right now, low key.
Oh no, she dark. She dark. That was the moment. I was like,
this is Black Ops now.
She's definitely
the Black Ops. Yeah.
When they said that, I said, okay, she's definitely the power broker. If she's killing people, I can understand her shooting somebody or whatever. But if she's using dissolving gas to kill a nigga in his car, she is the power broker, bro. Not to mention that now we'll get there. But it was incentives for her to do those things.
We'll get to that for sure.
She really masterminded this whole thing so far.
Yeah. She's up to Zemo low key now. That's another thing I'm wondering too. We'll get to that as well. So she does that, and then we don't see her again for a minute. Then it cuts back to like Carly on the ground level, and they're like, "Yo, we just need to go through and just kill the rest of them." And then you see John Walker walking up with his Build-A-Bear Workshop shield and everything. And he's
Workshop.
Facts.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yo, where Carly at? I'm about to I want to kill you right now." And they try and punch and shit and everything. She gets away, and he's
talk about how he threw that shield at her with confidence.
He did. He was like, "Yeah, man."
He did a whole spin and it went and everything and launched it at her, and she kicked that shit like
He kicked the fuck out of
she
it.
kicked it like it was a paper plane, dog.
Little Toys R Us, rest in peace
What the fuck
store.
is this?
Looking behind replica,
Fake ass shield.
black market buying, like it's crazy.
I think I said that when he threw it. Ashley would have to confirm, but I think I said that. I think when he threw it and she kicked it, I was like, fake ass shield.
Right.
I was like, this nigga about to get his ass kicked again, ain't he?
That's
exactly what happened.
Looking at it again, that shit look kind of crazy. It just looks like
because you can see the rivets and shit. Like, oh my goodness,
yeah, like you can tell.
Like, come on, bro, you didn't think this was gonna hold up in a real fight. Like, there's no way you thought this was gonna handle. If you could, like, my thing is, if I build my own shield, I'd try to punch through it and be like, okay, if it can't handle the punch from me, and I got the super soldier serum,
yeah,
and it's definitely not gonna survive the other super soldiers. I gotta get something that will at least take a punch. Like, even if it's not vibranium, this nigga just got like local metal, like from behind a Home Depot or something. Like, you can't just do that. But yeah.
So she gets away from him. She jumps down to like this little dirt area for scaffolding, and Bucky's there. Sam comes through and he throws a shield, and everyone. So it's weird. Some parts it's like he's adept with the shield well enough, and other times it's kind of like one or two flubs here and there. But yeah, so I think it's really just very specific. And then she's like, "Oh, he bought into all the American propaganda bullshit," and Sam just kind of like, "Yeah, I'm trying something different." And everything like that.
I thought that was cool. She's like, "You bought into their bullshit?" I don't know if she said bullshit exactly, but she's like, "You bought into their rhetoric or whatever, basically." And I was just like, "Oh, that is how it's gonna look to her, no matter what."
Absolutely.
That's the point of putting on that American flag. Every time you represent America, you represent all of its atrocities as well as its successes and as well as the good doing. So yeah, you might be Captain America who fought for and all of that, but America's done a lot of fucked up shit too, and we ain't forget about that either. You know,
pretty much. Yeah, man. And then as they're about to confront her again, get Batroc, George St. Pierre, GSP. That's so funny. He plays that character. But yeah, he shoots a little smoke bomb. She gets away, and then John Walker comes down there too, and it's like, okay, well, I'll just help you guys as well. To show that he's not a true villain in a sense. He's got his own things going on.
Go ahead. Because I'm trying to remember the order of how it played out.
Yeah, I'm kind of skimming through it now. So they're trying to find her, and like in the little darker area, and they're kind of going quietly and stuff like that.
Right.
And then she's like, and then it shows Carly again. She's like, "Yo," she hears something. She's like, "Yo, who's down here?" And we see Sharon Carter pops up again. They both got guns aimed at each other, and she just like, "Drop it." And then she just like, "You betrayed me." And then it's like, "Oh, you're a power broker." And everyone's like, "We've known she's power broker." It's just so, very predictable.
Yeah.
Very, very predictable. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't be the case, but it is what it is. And then Batroc comes out, "Oh, you're a power broker. What the fuck?" So when I know you're power broker, I want more money, bitch. And she's like, "Nah, fam.
Off you."
And then it's revealed that Sharon hired Batroc to spy on Carly. Kind of what we talked about last week. Hired them to pretty much just follow her and them just to keep up, just so she can catch them at the end, like now.
Basically, she manipulated all this shit, empowered them to go take on the GRC just so she could help stop it, because she assumed that the Avengers or some Avenger would stop it, and then assist that Avenger in order for her name to be put back in the ring for a pardon, because she
ultimate mastermind shit. Yeah, so that part is cool.
4D chess out here, bro.
Yep.
4D chess, absolutely.
Not only that, they put her right back into her position. Ain't nobody question where she been. Nobody question what she been doing. Nothing. They were just like, "Yeah, you want to go right back to the CIA with all your clearances here?"
That's that privilege.
Naive.
So real. Hey, so accurate to real life depiction. Anyway, Yep.
That was fucked up. We can backtrack and talk about John Walker getting his ass kicked again, because that shit was hilarious. Like, he gets
that was pretty funny,
and then they basically just start jumping him. He gets beat to the ground, and they just start beating his ass. I mean, like, legit schoolyard jumping his ass.
Yeah.
And for a nigga to leave the schoolyard fight, go pull up a parking meter and come back because they want to fuck you up more. This is wild. I was like, holy shit. I mean, lucky for him, Winter Soldier came and saved him, but
yeah. It's interesting stuff, man.
That was funny. I thought that was hilarious. They was stomping them and shit.
Just
Some of them was wearing like clearly like I don't know if I won't say clearly, but some of those look like Tim's. Like black Tim's and shit. I was like, this is hilarious. This nigga's getting stomped.
Spray paint the
Super Soldier.
Spray paint them black. Like
got the spray painted black butters and he getting stomped out, bro. Dog, like come on, man, do better, man. I thought that was
nice. That is pretty funny. Everything John Walker is pretty funny in this show.
Yeah, bro. They definitely made him more approachable in this episode.
They did like that. They kind of gave him more the
he was chilled out,
more or less. Yeah,
they definitely. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's finish up the episode recap.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, so once all that, the whole thing of Batroc, Sharon, and Carly goes down. I believe Bucky. I think all of them catch up to them. Yeah, they all catch up.
No, it was Sam. It was Sam.
It was just Sam. Okay,
it was Sam. Sam catches up. Yeah.
Sam catches up, and she wanted to fight him, and he's just like trying to actually like. I mean, I get he's trying to de-escalate, continue to de-escalate her, and try and be like, "Yo, relax. This is this. Don't try and do this." She's like, "No, fight back." She basically like, "Fight back. You can fight back." That type of thing, and he's like, "Nah, fam. The shield never." He's doing all these cool acrobatic backflips and trying to avoid stuff.
What happened?
Oh, that's what it is. Yes, right.
Just.
Oh, okay.
Ian dying over here. Like, I mean, we do a video podcast.
I'm actually just trying to talk. Like, I'm not saying anything funny this time.
Oh no, man! It's just I was looking at the Butters meme.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's classic.
Oh, okay. I was like, because we just having a regular conversation, and Ian just over here dying.
I was like, wait. Did I say something?
I'm like, did we do something?
I didn't mean to say.
Nah.
I just figured I was frozen or something. I'm just used to that. So I'm like, Ian crying. I must be.
Oh no.
And that must be fucking up.
Man.
Actually, looking back at this scene, this whole Carly Sam fight, she definitely like jumped up with him and hit him on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So she pulls the gun out. She's about to shoot him, but then I believe Sharon shoots Carly.
Yeah.
Man, Sharon got a heavy body count, man. She got everybody.
Yeah, she does, man.
Heavy body count. Everyone's
her body count is high. Just from episode 6 alone, when they were at the when they were looking for the dude who makes the serum. Or was that 5 or 6, whatever episode that was. Just from that alone. Like she was killing and now that we know for a fact she's the power broker, she was killing her own people in that fucking in that whatever that was, the little shipping yard thing that she was in. She was smoking dudes left and right, and she was the power broker.
And she was the power broker. That just shows she don't really give no fuck. She just there's a lot to say about how her character's transformed in this whole entire universe.
We'll get to it for sure, because I think we have to talk about her and John a little bit in this episode for sure. But
yeah, definitely. So and then after that whole thing happened, she's Carly dies, which is sad. I think it sucks.
I thought for a second they were going to keep her alive. She was on a stretcher, and they usually put dead bodies under the little thing.
Oh,
well,
true.
Sam kind of just placed her down after he took her out, and they kind of panned away before they could do anything else.
Yeah, but he kind of in his little rant or argument with
and
higher ups, he mentioned that she died for.
Yeah.
And that is interesting. I do that I want to get to that because that's like the next half. Well, it's not the whole half, but that's like half of the next. That's a quarter of the next half, whatever. That's a big part. Really to drill once again, drilling people's heads don't get the messaging if they still don't get it at the end of the fucking series. So he pretty much just goes on. He talks to the politicians like, "Yo, the reason why this came to this is because y'all deporting all these people, even being displaced from the blip and all that stuff." Mm-hmm. So he pretty just drills in their heads, which it was a good scene. It was important, and it showed we saw other people that we've known like watching this. Him talking because it's being televised. They showed Isaiah Bradley looking like kind of got that OG like he really this motherfucker out here doing the damn thing kind of look, and it's just like kind of feel that
this young whippersnapper.
He done goddamn white folks in line. Look at him.
Right. that's some show OGs just kind of collectively
Come
feel
here,
like,
Gladys.
man.
Look at this.
Look, come here, Gladys.
Gladys.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong though. You're not wrong. So he pretty much just talked sense to them and just like, look, man, I'll just need to find a different way to do this. Like, yeah, it may not be easy, but just straight up, just going cold turkey, cutting them out. That sucks. Don't leave them out homeless and stuff.
Figure it
So we
out.
just need to find another way. So at the end of it,
hit those points too, though, because when he said some real shit, he was like, you have the power to feed people right now if you wanted to. You have the power to make homes be built. You have the power to get electricity put place. Like, you could do it right now if you wanted to. You just won't.
Yep.
Plain and simple.
Yep. And he's like, look at it like this too. We all have a common struggle now, just with how we all deal with everything as this new normal life and everything. Which it's good. It's a very good thing. Very good little speech dialogue he has with everyone. And he also touches on like, hey, I even know people standing here right now don't really believe me as true Captain America. But I'm gonna do what I can with this, this position I have now and everything. So it's good. It's good. It's overall just good. It's a good display of how Sam will want to be Captain America and his different take on it and everything. It's all the other characters reacting to. So it's good. This is good. I think it was perfectly paced. I don't think it was too long. I don't think.
I think it was a great speech. I think it was perfectly timed. Definitely not overbearing for me. Thought it was great.
Yeah. Definitely probably one of the better parts of the episode for sure. So
I almost had a thug tear. Pretty much from that point of the episode on, it was me fighting back thug tears. Not even gonna lie.
It's like, don't
cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
Yeah, man.
Let them things go, man.
Nah, man. I be having to save them when I really need them. You know what I'm saying? You got other shit to cry about.
Get you some onions, man. Cut them things right.
That shit was. He was talking. He was like, I know it's some of y'all looking at me, and I was like, yeah, looking at you. Shit, I was thinking to myself like, shit, because y'all know me, I'm Isaiah Bradley in the situation. Like, fuck that shield, fuck them flags, or you can give me the shield, but repaint that bitch. I don't know, make it all blue or something. Fuck them. I don't, maybe not all blue. I don't want the police to think we on their side or nothing. Make it all light blue or something. I don't know, purple. Do whatever else, but change it. But the way they did it and the way they explained why he's picking up the mantle, I was like, okay, that still makes sense. I get it. I can rock with that. I can empathize with it. I can relate to it. I get it. Powerful. Loved it. Damn.
Message.
Yep.
So was it received?
We'll have to see.
Well, we can call.
Do they have read receipts on? Is the question. Hey, I've got Ian to chuckle like 3 times today. I'm on a roll.
You are, dude.
I'm on fire today. Okay,
a couple of them, man.
Yeah, I got about 3 off today.
Assassin's Creed 2, man. That made it, man. That's it. That's it. Man. That's gonna be hard to top that because
the Assassin's Creed shit was different.
That got me so hard. Oh, my
I was just a catalyst for that.
Oh man! But after that whole speech, he walks away, and then the Bucky comes up, and he's like, "Nice job, Cap," and it's like,
yeah. Now we're here.
Yep, pretty much it's official. And then Sharon's just like, "Oof, I got shot," but it is what it is. And I think pretty much Sam just kind of like, we'll see about getting that partner or whatever. And
he said, "I guarantee we'll make sure you get this partner now." And she like, cha-ching.
Oh, a minute.
Like, I'm in the game now. You said you're gonna give me the party? Bet.
Yup. And then she's like, "Oh, you look good in the suit for what it's worth, etc." And one of the other politician dudes comes up and he's like, "Hey man, we got one more dude we need to say. You think you're up for it?" He's like, "Yeah, man." And it's like, cool. At least somebody's like, "Yo, Cap, let's do this."
I thought they were gonna try to say, "Hey, so you gonna give that shield back, or what are we doing with the shield?"
Nah, they know better now, man. Just saved all of y'all. I ain't gonna ask for shit back. They ain't gonna.
After that. I'm still gonna be on the bullshit, but like even what we know from what's her name, Val or whatever, Elaine from Seinfeld, that's just how it is now.
Yeah, her name's Elaine. Fuck it.
Yep.
I'm gonna say Elaine every time she shows up in Marvel Universe now.
True. I mean, yeah, she's definitely gonna be an important character, I think. But yeah, so yeah, even like last time, she was like, it's a gray area. The shield ownership's a gray area, so it is what it is now. But yeah, and then we see the rest of the Flag Smasher in this like van getting like escorted with the police. And that shit just explodes. And it's like, oh, well, I guess they're all gone then. and then we see like Zemo's evil
butler, man. That
evil Alfred. Like, yo, that's crazy.
I didn't expect that part. I thought they were gonna put. I thought they were really gonna put the Flag Smashers in the raft and maybe save them for like a later fight. Once they learn, like maybe we see them sometime. I thought there was gonna be like a post-credit scene where we hear they learn of Carly dying, and like maybe some of them want to continue the revolution, or maybe some of them, want to switch up or something because maybe Carly was going too far or something. You know what I mean? Like I thought there was gonna be something more coming from that. So
for real,
I was a little disappointed in that, but it was funny.
Carly death flagged herself. It's especially earlier in this episode, she had the thing where it's like, "Oh, we might all die from this." Are you one world? And they're all like,
I didn't sign up.
All might what?
One people?
No.
Where they look, she's like one world, and they all just looked at her, and she was like, "One world." And it was like, "Oh yeah, one people."
Right? Shit. Like, ooh, okay.
They was happy as hell when they was getting arrested. They was like, "Shit, this is better than boom."
Yeah. But at the very least, though, even with how some of my reservations with Carly character, the whole initiative of the Flag Smashers was a success because even if went all of this, it forced the GRC people to be like, okay, we need to sit back and think about another way to deal with displaced, refugees, homeless people, etc. So in the long run, their movement was successful. So it took ultimate sacrifice, but we'll say that it was successful. But after the rest of Flag Smash got blown up in the van, goddamn RIP, it goes back to the raft, which is weird. They're showing the raft like this in the MCU.
They keep showing it a lot, right?
I mean, I'm glad they're showing it more because the raft is like, it's not the raft is huge in the Marvel world in general. It's not like it's like, a lot of the road galleries do end up in there, but it's not like, like in DC and Arkham Asylum, it's just like, yo, it's always here. Like it's not like super prominent in like everyone's mind. But the way they show the raft,
it's more like is the raft supposed, and because I only know the raft really from like Spider-Man stuff. Is that really like more of Spider-Man's prison where like Arkham Asylum is Batman's prison? Or is the raft supposed to be more like Bel Rev, where it's kind of anybody can go there?
It's more so Bel Rev.
Okay.
So that's the thing about the MCU. They've only really shown it. I think they've only really shown it in like Civil War.
Yeah. Okay. Civil War.
At the very end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, because the raft is run by Thunderbolt Ross, who is. His character's around, but he got introduced in the Hulk movie. That movie is a black sheep just because of all the rights, so it's not on Disney Plus. I don't know if they're gonna fix that, but yeah, his character in the Weapons Plus program and all the Hulk stuff that's probably gonna become prominent again. But yeah, so the raft is where where the Thunderbolt stuff is probably gonna pop off in the future. I don't know if they're gonna do Thunderbolts in TV or not TV. I don't know if it's gonna be Disney Plus or just movies. I'm not sure yet. It might just be Disney Plus.
It's gonna be a James Gunn Thunderbolts.
James Gunn Thunderbolts. I don't even think I want a James Gunn Thunderbolts.
I'm John Walker, and I suck dick for justice.
Right.
We know James Gunn. We know. We know James Gunn. Oh, we get it.
Another one. Oh man, Derek, you crazy.
Right. See, I don't really want a James Gunn like the.
No, I don't want James Gunn to do Thunderbolts. I
don't want that either. It's like his style. I don't want it for it.
No, I think he needs to stick with Guardians, and
that's really it.
We'll see if he needs to stick with
stuff on DC.
No, he don't have to. But DC's a shit show anyway, so we do whatever you.
They need somebody.
Who gives a fuck what WB is doing? It's a fucking shit show. Anyways.
Yeah. So they show Zemo kind of villainous, and like reading all his little books and stuff and everything. So it's Zemo's there. Of course, probably a bunch of the other people that got arrested are there that they just haven't shown in a while are there. I'm not. Agatha Harkness might find her way here, but I'm not sure yet.
I doubt she's not. She's not arrested technically. She's
not arrested. Yeah,
locked into that place until somebody, Mephisto, comes and gets her.
God, Mephisto and the Mephistos. Spider-Man 4, Mephisto, home, welcome home, Mephisto. No. But nah, Yeah, show the raft. They show the raft again, which is cool. It's weird because the raft is literally just like the raft is supposed to be in New York more so like closer into the city in like other Marvel media. That's where it is. Hell, in the game, it's like that. But the raft in the MCU is just it's literally like it's in the middle of the ocean, which is that's fine, whatever. And they kind of show other stuff. They show Val again talking with they reintroduce John Walker as U.S. agent officially. He's got the black getup with the red and white stripes and everything. So he's gonna go pure Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops going forward. That scene was it was a little funny just because he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm back," and it's like, all right, whatever, bro. But yeah, and she kind of just alludes. She kind of alludes like, "Yo, we're gonna like for what we need you for. It's not gonna be a Captain America. We need a U.S. agent." So that's just, yeah. So
don't worry about no optics. You come here to do damage.
Yeah. So to me, Val's character, Elaine from Seinfeld, she to me is gonna be like, is foil the right term? No, it's not foil. She's gonna be like a darker iteration, a darker form of like Nick Fury, where he has the Avengers Initiative. I think she either probably works with Ross or she's gonna spearhead the Thunderbolts Initiative. I think that's what's gonna happen here. So yeah, so that's that. That's his scene, and that's that with him. They go back and okay, so that's another thing where it's like they show Bucky going back and he talks to the old Asian dude, and he finally comes, comes to say, "Hey man," he comes clean. It's a little emotional, but at the same time, later on, they show him like after he gives the book to his therapist, which is his way of saying the past is truly behind me. All the names are crossed out. He walks by the little restaurant, sees the old girl and the old dude. Man. They're just chilling there, like no problem. And I was like, I don't know, it just seemed kind of like hand wavy almost. Like he said it, and that's that. And that's kind of some of my nitpicks with the whole thing. That kind of leads me to think that they kind of changed how they wrapped up this show.
Yeah.
Based off stuff that's happened. Like I felt like it's just I don't know. I just didn't feel as heavy of impact as it should have been.
Right.
Maybe So
I wonder if maybe they were on order for maybe more episodes originally or longer episodes. I mean, the episodes were an hour, but more or less. But I just wonder like if there was something else because that scene. You're right. Like I felt like there should have been more to it. Like either he gets invited into the restaurant, like he's actually been forgiven, or something, you know what I mean? It just wasn't much there. And even the little Asian girl that he was flirting with, you know what I'm saying? And they going out their way to put Bucky with women of color. Like out their way. Out their way. I will just say this now. I don't want to see Bucky and Sarah date. Don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I think it's don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's not a knock against Bucky. I just don't want to see it. I just feel like anytime we're on this big of a stage, they force black people into interracial relationships. And I don't feel like Sarah's a big enough character to have to be with Bucky. Like she's a cool character. She's Sam's sister and everything, but she doesn't have to be with Bucky. No. I want to see. It's okay to have a black couple, a black couple, like Captain America, Sam. He can go find a black girl to date. He could go date Spectrum or something. I don't care who he ends up with, but he needs to end up with a black woman. And Sarah on the side can be with a black man too. Like, and you got to think of what she's been through and the way she see the world and everything like that. Like, right. Yeah, even though she wasn't necessarily 100% on Isaiah's side when, Sam was telling her all this stuff, she was still like, yeah, but she still had, to me at least, I got the vibes that she understood the world ain't really like that for us. Maybe I could believe that maybe you like who you like, and this guy popped up and he was nice and he helped. But I think she should look at him more as like a brother figure and either not be in a relationship on the screen or go do something else. You know what I mean? But we already seen Bucky laughing with the kids as they stole the shield and they've been flirting, and every time they show up anywhere together, they got to share eyes. So I'm guessing they're gonna force that down my throat, and I'm just gonna have to bitch about it. But
yeah, I mean, yeah,
I don't want to see it.
Personally, I'm cool.
I kind of don't want to see it either. I don't know. I get why they would do this to tie the characters together and their stories of this show into the future, but at the same time, whatever. I mean, nah, just have Bucky figure his own shit out elsewhere, introduce another chick or whatever Bucky wants to do. I really don't even know Bucky's future in MCU right now. We know Sam's future. He's Captain America now.
Right.
I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a, I thought they were going to have them share the shield. Isn't there? I thought
I mean, Bucky does take the shield in the comic. I mean, there's been multiple people that's been Captain America. Bucky, he has a stint where he takes up the shield. And I think they kind of they've teased that in this show. Just
that's what I thought.
A couple with him having it from time to time.
Yeah, exactly.
I could see them going into fights where they might use it together. You know what I mean? Like, not that they're necessarily like it's Sam's shield now, but as like a combo move or whatever, they're fighting and they're do, and then he throws it, and instead of it coming back to him, he flings it so it goes to Bucky, and then he does his thing, and then they fling it back. That could be a dope ass scene. Because then isn't that what him and Captain America did to Iron Man, basically?
That's what they did,
So they could have the same sort. I think you're going to see a scene sort of like that with Bucky, but this time he's going to be doing it to somebody who deserves it, not Tony Stark.
Somebody even stronger.
His parents you killed, but okay.
That shit was crazy.
How did he mark Tony out of his book if his parents are dead and Tony's dead? Whatever. It's fine. I didn't even see Stark there. I don't even know if
maybe it's a page back.
Page back. He had already done it. Okay, yeah.
I'm giving it to him.
You think he'd apologize to him while they were fighting Thanos? Hey Tony, I know I know you're going through a lot and you got that whole. But hey, man. Just wanted to let you know, my bad about your parents, bro. It wasn't me. My brain. No. Get back to the Thanos thing. Yeah. No, I'll be right over here. Like when did he apologize?
They were split up, man. Different worlds. They never had the opportunity. Then they got dusted. Oops. But yeah. But yeah, okay. So one of the other more important parts, actually, it's like the last part. Yeah, the last part. So once again, he goes up to Isaiah Bradley's crib, talks to Eli, and he says some slick shit. And he's and then Sam's like, "We learn some matters." Yeah, it's Baltimore.
Which makes sense why they can just go down to DC real quick and see the exhibit. Yes. Okay, that's dope. I was trying to see that. I was like, he's like, yeah, get dressed. And I'm like, get dressed to go to the world. Like the exhibit. I'm like, where the hell is this exhibit? And I'm like, I swore they said it was DC.
Yeah, and then I was like, supposed to be in the. I still haven't been to DC yet personally. I'll change that eventually. But yeah, it's supposed to be the Smithsonian, I believe.
Right.
Captain America exhibit is that thing, whatever. Yeah, so they go up there, and then Isaiah Bradley just like he ain't a Falcon no more, but he's still black, bro. I was like, see, this is the shit I'm glad the writers kept in. Like, man, this is good. And they kind of have a thing where Isaiah accepts him as he is the Captain America now. He's glad to see, but at the same time, he's like, "Hey man, still remember."
Don't ever forget what they did to niggas like me. But
don't forget.
But I'm proud to see what you did, and that I like seeing that growth because that's where I'd be frustrated and pissed off and angry and wanting to burn shit down, and then I'll see like a black person get something from that or something. I'll be like, all right, maybe it's not. Maybe I can back up. It's all right.
Yeah,
I don't have to be so gung ho every time. I really enjoyed Isaiah Bradley's character. I wish we could have got like more, maybe like younger flashbacks of his character.
I was hoping for it. Just a 2-minute just going ham. Just a montage going ham.
Yeah. I resonated.
I could see that as like an open montage, opening scene for Captain America 4.
Maybe.
That would be so cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, I don't care when they do it. I don't even care if it doesn't fit the story or the plot. Just put in the Isaiah Bradley Young scene. I don't care. Even if they just did it as like I was hoping that like a post-credit scene. I mean, and to be fair, not post-credit, but like mid-credit scene, they might have done like a flashback or something to his fighting and stuff, or maybe in like the background of the credits. That's what I was hoping for anything that showed me a little bit. And I was like, but I thought that was really dope, man. I thought his whole character was dope. Loved it. And yeah, like you said, when he gets to the museum and he sees the exhibit, that was the hardest part. That was
that was tough. I did almost.
That was it.
Feel my eye well up. I was like, oh man, it's about to happen now. It just might. It just might. I was like, hold it in. You gotta go back to work after this. It was good though. Yeah, I was watching my lunch break. But nah, man, it was good, man. Yeah, because So after that, I have something to show y'all. Isaiah and Eli come with them to DC to the exhibit, and they got him a nice statue there. They have like a whole thing. Actually, pause that on the side here. I'm gonna read through what they show on this little biography
Oh,
of him
nice.
and it's got a couple paragraphs here. It's pretty good. So yeah, these shows in the exhibit, he dedicated to tell his story and everything. Even though he's quote unquote dead in the public eye, it's still good that he brought out. And this is, I know this is fiction, and everything, but this is why I just people like us being in power is super important. Just to showcase the stuff that's not told or just swept under the rug. It's just super important. So man, I'm just so glad this theming is here. And I'm not saying no other medium has done this or hasn't done it better, but it's just, I guess this is the expectation I see for Marvel stuff, at least for these characters going forward. So it's good.
I think the biggest difference is just that
I'm happy for it.
You know what I mean? Like, we've seen this stuff before, but it's normally in a mode where you already know you're trying to teach somebody something. This is supposed to be Marvel. It's superheroes and fun and and they're like, nah, we're gonna tell you some real shit though. Yeah, it's gonna be some fun. It's gonna be some fights and some suits and some but it's also gonna be some real shit. And if you don't like it, then don't watch the show. I guess say it sucks or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everybody who says they didn't like the show is racist. But most of them
there's definitely
probably are. If we break it down why you didn't like the show, I'm gonna guess because a lot of it was, I didn't like the monologues. I didn't like the scenes with Isaiah Bradley.
It was boring. I didn't get it. It didn't resonate. All right.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, you could say you could
make a black friend. Meet a black person. Like
meet a black person.
Actually, don't make no black friends. Don't do that. Just leave us alone. Don't watch and leave us alone. And great. Don't watch Captain America 4 either. Dope. Don't watch that either. It's gonna be the first Captain America I see in theaters. Captain America 4. No, I saw Civil War, but that wasn't really a Captain America movie. That was an Avengers mini.
That was Avengers 2.5.
No, that's not Captain America. So I'm watching Captain America 4, and I'm trying to go in theaters to see that if we can see it.
I'm trying to remember if I've seen. Did I see Winter Soldier in theaters? I don't remember.
And Winter Soldier's not that bad. Winter Soldier is the best Captain America, but
that's still one of the best Marvel movies.
It is 100%. 100%.
Just because the combat, the twist. Excuse me. That was sneeze, kind of tried to, but Civil War. Thank you. But yeah, I'll definitely see in theaters for sure, 100%. So yeah, that pretty much ends the episode. For the most part, yeah. No, I'm lying. They show like a little montage where they're back down in Louisiana. Everyone's just having a good time and everything. Bucky's down there again.
Of course.
Sam is happy hugging his sister and good vibes all around. Yeah, he did get the cookout invitation by association. He got in.
Oh, man.
He got in. That is ultimate you're cool, black folk. Derek's like, nah, he's not deserved. That's a whole think piece in itself.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do it right now.
No, we got end everything. We'll do it there. But yeah, and they show that, and it shows Bucky and Sam, and it ends the title card, shows Captain America and the Winter Soldier. It's like, yeah, that's cool. And then mid-credit scene, it shows same government people being like, Sharon, our bad for doing everything. We're gonna repay you and everything. We'll give you all your like Derek said earlier. We're gonna give you all the clearances. And Shannon just kind of has that relieved white woman privileged face, like, I'm so glad you understand. And she kind of walked away, and she gets on the phone. I don't know who she's talking or who is she talking to. I don't think
one of her henchmen or something. But I'm just like, you just walk out the government building and nobody got a track on your. Nobody can hear nothing.
Right? That's come on, crazy. That stuff is so crazy.
The door wasn't even closed behind her. She like, yeah, they let me back in, dumbasses.
Sell all the secrets.
I'm gonna sell all the secrets. We got weapons, ammo, everything. We lit. I'm like, damn. That's like walking out the police precinct and like, yo, I'm home, bro. Where the drugs and the guns, like,
right, yo.
And they just let you out.
Where's the
not even down the steps yet? She's not even down the steps yet.
She's still jogging down the steps. Talking about, we about to sell all the weapons. Like,
that's privilege, bro. That's privilege.
They could let her get in the backseat of a car and drive off first or something. Like, I thought that was hilarious.
That's privilege. So Sharon is power broker. She got all the connects. She now has access to U.S. government everything as far as weapons and secrets and junk. So I mean, who knows what ramifications that may bring to the universe? But overall, show was pretty good. It exceeded my expectations some places. I really wish they gave a little more time with Sharon's power broker. It just I
Yeah.
explained more. I mean, they said, I was off the grid for a minute when she came back, etc. She didn't get pardoned like the rest of the Avengers, but at the same time, which yeah, she wasn't an Avenger. She just knew them. But
Yeah.
just that scene, I kind of wish there was more to it. That's all. I just wish there was more to it
I
to
agree.
really be like, oh man, she's power broker. That's crazy. Now it's just kind of like, I know, I mean, not know. It's just kind of like, okay, so she's gonna have access to stuff. I don't know when she's gonna pop up again, but now we know she's around. That that's what it is now. I kind of wish Zemo was in more of it too, but I feel like he was one of the things of the effects of COVID last year and having to do reshoots. I feel like I feel like some story bits have been moved a bit around. It gives me the idea,
You think
especially when
Zemo had
like
a bigger role to play?
yeah, especially early on, they kept showing him with like his true comic book where he had like the purple mask and he
Oh
only
yeah,
wore
yeah,
it
yeah.
once. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, that. I mean, that get up is it's kind of gooey, but kind of cool at the same time because it's like, oh, he's trying to shield his face and everything, but he put on once, beat people's ass, and took it off.
I just wonder if maybe it was just for fan service. Just like having Evan Peters in WandaVision, like, you know what I mean? Like just
I
for
mean, I
fan
guess
service, just throw
so.
you like, oh, he got on the mask, you get to see it.
I mean,
Or like Wanda getting her costume. Like it's just kind of
her
like you
true.
get to see the cool costume.
It's crazy though, because like early on, like last year, like even before COVID hit and we all quarantine everything, when they were teasing the show like promo, one of the first promos was just him talking to like a camera, and he had the full mask on like some blah blah blah. We're gonna make sure there's no superpower people, etc. And I was just like, oh man, Zemo's gonna be all up in this, and he was kind of up in this. He had like a little dance that became a meme, whatever. MCU wider fan base loves the memes.
Yeah,
That's cool. I get it. But at the same time,
That's true.
I mean, it's cool, but I'm not like, yo,
Zemo.
this is why I love the show. This show's better than WandaVision because of the dance. No. But yeah. I mean, it was funny at first, but yeah. The bits we did get to him were good.
No, yeah, I think he was good in what we did get. I can see what you're saying. See, for me, I think John Walker got cut down because of reshoots or whatever. Because for him to just show up for Carly, I mean, it does kind of make sense for him to make that entrance, but the way he switched after, I mean, I guess Bucky did save his life, so he felt like, oh, I owe you. But I'm just the last time he saw them, he tried to kill Sam. And now they're just kind of all running together and working together because they have a common enemy at the moment. Like,
at the moment.
I don't know. Like for me, and I get it. Sam is different, right? I relate more to Isaiah Bradley than Sam, even though I like Sam. But if you try to kill me, I don't know if I'm just bringing you with me next time. Like, I don't know if you can just come around. Like, how I know you're not going to try to catch me on the back in the middle of a fight? How I know you're not going to switch on me in the middle of fighting or something? Like, I have no idea. And yes, obviously, like we know as the audience that probably wasn't going to happen, or that he's supposed to be a U.S. agent and working with a different team and all this kind of stuff. But as just a viewer just watching it, if you don't know anything, I don't know why Sam would trust him in that situation to keep helping him and stuff like that. I mean, but I don't know. I don't know. But then again, Sam is really big on second chances and all that kind of stuff. It would have been more interesting if somehow John had came to like grips with what he had to do, and maybe that'll happen eventually. Like maybe he'll have to go back to Lamar's family, and well, maybe not now because Carly's dead anyway. So maybe he'll never have to tell the truth to Lamar's family. But maybe one day he'll go back to Sam and be like, "Listen, like I know we don't see things the same way. I know we don't do things the same way, but I apologize. Like I tried to kill you. I was in a rage. So, like it's got to be something. You know what I mean? Like something has to. I just feel like
gotta be more
something else should have been there to tie us over to him showing up. Yes, obviously trying to kill Carly, and then after he's getting his ass tagged, then Winter Soldier comes in, saves it. Bucky saves him. I keep calling him Winter Soldier. That's kind of fucked up. Bucky saves him, and then
not wrong.
Well,
Marvel
I mean, yeah, but that's true. I don't know. I just felt like that was yeah, exactly. I just felt like that. I just felt like there should have been a little more there, and I obviously I agree with you as well. Sharon Carter, her story just could have been a little more fleshed out for us because it did just kind of seem like. I mean, we guessed early on that she's probably the power broker. They're hinting at it, but we're like, maybe there's another twist.
Like episode 3 was that 4?
Yeah,
no, episode like 3 we like, guessed it, and I was like, all right,
yeah. So I, and you had anything else?
And then with that too. No. One other thing I saw about. Think with that too. When they went to Madripoor, And Zemo was like, "Oh yeah, we'll know." Like he said, he's worked with the Power Broker in the past. Like, how would he not know that's Sharon Carter? Unless there's something I'm not remembering about those characters.
Well, I don't know that they necessarily. I mean, because you have to think like she hasn't necessarily seen everybody. I don't know if,
or has he not seen her?
He may not have seen her as present herself as the Power Broker. She could have been voice disguisers, all types of shit. He may not have never known. Yeah. But also Zemo ain't shit, so I could see him just knowing exactly who Sharon Carter was and just not telling them niggas.
Just not saying shit. Yeah,
just keeping that in his pocket so that he can use it in the future.
I mean, yeah, his MO was accomplished too. He got
what he wanted. Super Soldier's dead.
Yep.
And Sharon got her pardon to move on, and now he can keep working with the Power Broker to get weapons and shit that he needs to do whatever he wants. So I look at it like, even if he knew, it makes sense for him not to say anything. It's not like Zemo had turned good or something, you know. He turned convenient.
Yeah, he's just like, well, we kind of moving in the same direction right now, but when it comes time for me to break off, then I'm gonna break off and go that way.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, those are the reservations. Good show still. Exceed my expectations for the theming of, black man being Captain America. I definitely thought Disney was gonna be like, this is bad. However, woo!
Yeah, like yeah. I thought that's all.
Right over it. That's why I had low expectations. I was like, I don't know.
I thought we would be lucky to get Sam to mention it once, like one time that it's kind of tough being Black Captain America, and then that was it. That's all I expected. So for them to have this whole thing, and he like, ain't no self-respecting black man, whatever. I thought
you were gonna do some corny shit. Like, I thought you were gonna do something corny. Like, can our brother get some respect? Be a cap or something stupid like that.
That's what I was expecting. So for them to do this, I was like, oh, okay, y'all listen to somebody. Y'all listen to somebody when it was like, I don't know if Ryan Coogler did like a ghost writing of this or something, but
he walked down the hallway and heard it. And he was like, whoa.
Y'all are doing what?
Change that. Hey, change that line. Change that line.
Here's the script. Use this.
Just use that one. Yeah. But yeah, overall it was good. I mean, I have to think about more if I like this more than WandaVision. I like them for different reasons. I like the action.
Yeah, I just like them for different reasons.
Yeah, WandaVision is a unique premise. The first 2/3 way through, half through, whatever. I like the villain more. I like Agatha Harkness more versus Carly Morgenthau and the Flag Smashers, but the Flag Smasher like wider reason of doing everything is a bit more interesting than I just want all the witch powers,
and all that that's stuff. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I'm staying away from the comparisons, because I just like them for different reasons.
Yeah, that's how I'll say it for now too. I'll let it simmer a bit more.
That's how I have to think before I ever say. I don't know. I don't even know that they're really comparable. Like, yeah, they had some action in one division. That was really more of like a cherry on top, whereas action was more essential to Captain and Captain.
Yes, for sure. People about the action. Yeah,
that's how I look at it differently. And you had anything else on the episode?
I thought the episode was good. I personally liked this show better than WandaVision.
Okay.
If we are
saying it outright,
I just like this better.
Straightforward.
This, I will say one criticism I do have with this last episode is that that scene where he's talking to the heads of everything in front of everybody, having this very important conversation, just spur of the moment, just right now. We're gonna do this right now. Like, I feel like that was a little too convenient. I feel like it was thrown in a little bit, like almost forced. Like, why they feel the need to have that? Like, they could have had like a breakaway. Oh, let's acknowledge Sam as the Captain America, and then we can. And while we're here, let me go ahead and say this is what I think needs to change. But
yeah, I see what you're saying.
I guess
I do see that.
So I think they used it because the whole series, well, we know this, they've had the undertone black issues in America and then slap in the face to the black people of color viewers. This is really what this means. I feel like this is another one of those situations, but it also plays on Sam's character of being more like, he's willing to talk things out and be more of a mediator as a sort. It's like, not saying Steve Rogers was never like that, but Steve Rogers more like, he has more of a... That's just the way it is, he's an old head,
Yeah.
And his character develops from Winter Soldier forward and or Civil War forward, I would say. Not both. Yeah, both. Yeah, in that case, but like Sam and his background too is like he was one of those what do they call it, war therapist type too. Like he talks with some of the so, and I'm glad they kept that as part of his character in the show too. That's what one of the first things they introduced him with in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. See, I'm about to say Captain Falcon, just slick now. But yeah, I can't, man. It works too well. Yeah, but yeah. So no, I definitely see where it's just like he's like after being like bringing Carly there, and it's like, oh, well, let's have a little monologue for 8 to 10 minutes of the episode.
And also that too, like it was.
They could have condensed it in a sense. For
yeah,
sure.
it did feel a little drawn out, especially for a spur of the moment conversation.
Yeah, I was fine with the duration, but they could have definitely condensed it.
I mean, I was okay with the conversation as a whole.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I meant
just the placement of it.
Just where it was. Yeah. I was like, why this could have been had somewhere else.
Yeah, somewhere else. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. They didn't have to have that conversation right there after the battle had just finished and he just had to put this dead girl's body down. Like, they could have found a better time to maybe discuss how they felt about things. But I guess it's just one of those things where right in the moment, like he started talking and then since they were, chirping back at him like, well, you don't understand. He was just like, no, like fuck you. Like, you don't understand. Like, what I can understand. I'm a black man in America. Like, but you're right. It is kind of wild for that to be in front of everybody. But I guess that's kind of the point, though, right? It's supposed to be in front of everybody. Because if they had waited to like say they were in like another courtroom or something and they were going to honor him, then it'd be less people getting to hear that message. So him being able to just say it, I don't know. But it was conveniently placed. It was. We can definitely
agree. It was convenient for sure. At least what he said was good. So
y'all got a rating for it? Did we ever do ratings for WandaVision? I don't remember if we did a rating for WandaVision, but what would y'all rate this versus what you rate WandaVision? We can just do both.
I don't think we rated WandaVision. We rated Justice League Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I know we do movies all the time. I couldn't remember if we had done
shows
this, and I don't think we did.
We can start doing it.
Yeah, we should do it. Just the overall score, whatever, however you feel.
Oh man. Out of 10, I'll give it an 8.5.
Okay. Ian?
If I'm giving WandaVision an 8, I'm giving this one a 9.
Woo! A whole number.
A whole 9, man. You getting a 9. Matter of fact, I'll give WandaVision 8.5, man. I can't knock it.
Oh, man. I mean, you could have kept the whole number.
Man.
Okay. Me personally, I gave WandaVision... Gerard gave it 8.5.
What would I give WandaVision?
Oh, yeah, what would you give WandaVision?
Yeah, what did you give WandaVision?
I
don't know why I thought I heard you say you were going to give it 8.5. No, you said
no. I was going to say I can't give it any lower than an 8. Right. Man, for now, I'm going to give both 8.5. For what they went out to achieve, for the characters' growth, what they brought to the MCU as a whole,
right?
Both accomplished them well. I think I want to say WandaVision was a bit more consistent because I think they didn't change as much. Well, I think they just shot it for the most part, and that's that. That's why we got it first. Falcon Winter Soldier clearly had some sort of changes. I think it has some higher highs.
Okay.
And I think there aren't as many lows, but the lows are like, you can kind of criticize them a bit more.
Okay.
And that's kind of me right now. I could change in a week or two of thinking about them. But yeah, I'll give both 8.5 right now.
Okay. 8.5 for both. Me, I give WandaVision, Ian gave it a 9. I'm going to give WandaVision a 9 too. I'm going to give WandaVision a 9 as well, because for me, that story of grief just really hit well. I thought it was a good way to talk about it. I think it's an interesting way to how people probably deal with grief and things in their head. People creating their own realities in their head and locking themselves in a room, and that's real. You know what I mean? And I think what these two shows have done great is take real life stuff, attach it to these MCU characters that maybe people couldn't have seen it that way. Like they're like, oh, you know, because some people might look at Wanda and be like, well, you're a superhero. Like, get over it. You know, people die. You know, it's your brother, but who cares? But now you see her whole history. It's been nothing but pain and tragedy, and now it's finally the one person she had is gone now too. And then she builds. It makes sense. Like it's just a story of that grief, and I really respect that. So I give it a 9, which means I have to give this a. I want to give it a 10 because we do have some issues with it, whether it's the show's fault or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I give it like a 9.8, 9.5, 9.8, somewhere in there. I mean, you know how I am about black shit. It was black people all through it. It was black commentary all through it. It was, you know what I'm saying? Little Eli Bradley was in there talking his shit. Like I loved it all, man. You just signed me up for this. I'll watch another season of this. Bucky and no sure. Bucky. You know,
I do hope they do another season or continue it in Captain America 4.
Yeah.
Whichever one. I just want to see more some of these characters and you know things that's going on.
Yeah. I want to see that. Yeah, for sure.
I like how grounded it was for the most part.
Yeah. I think those are my yeah. So 9 for WandaVision, 9.5 at minimum for Falcon and Winter Soldier, but it's I'm really just doing 9.5 because I feel like that's just a more like industry accepted number, but I want to put it like a 9.8 or something, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
9.8. It's just a little bit under 10. It's just a couple things we're like, if they had done a couple of things better, I'd have put it at 10, 100%. But being honest, so yeah, that was pretty good. Man, another series down. Man, Marvel's on a roll. We got Star Wars: The Bad Batch coming soon now.
Oh yes.
Is that this week?
I think it's next week.
Next week. It's in May.
It's May. It's next week.
It's in May. Why are you thinking it was late April?
It's like the first week of May.
I was wondering what show was gonna be in between this show and Loki.
Yeah, it's Bad Batch.
It's Bad Batch.
It is the Bad Batch. That makes sense.
Bad Batch. So
that makes sense.
That'll be really good. I don't know if Bad Batch gets us all the way to Loki, but I think Bad Batch gets us. Oh no, I think Bad Batch gets us the week before Loki. So it's like, or maybe there's a little bit of crossover. I have to remember how many episodes there are, but Bad Batch gets us just about to Loki because Loki's beginning of June, like June 11th or something, like a month before my birthday. I remember, so it's like June 11th, I think it is. So Loki gets us to about right there. So, and we already know. I I might just give that a 10.
All right, that's what I'm saying.
I think likely Loki is going to be
throw a 10 on that 10. Right now.
That might be an easy 10.
That might be a light.
He's going to be a time cop, like Owen Wilson is back front and center.
Light 10, bro. Easy 10.
Don't even have to think twice. Tom Hiddleston, Loki, like it's gonna be hard to say this sucks.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really.
That's
hard.
what I mean. How are you gonna say it sucks? Who are you gonna say that to?
Very hard. That's like one of the most beloved MCU characters right now.
Come on, dog. Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. But man, great episode, guys. I think that was fun.
Great show.
Diving into some good stuff. Had some good laughs. I was actually able to make y'all laugh consistently for once, you know.
Yeah, man.
But you know, like a basketball player now, you know what happens? Once I see one shot go down, you gotta keep shooting even harder now. So next week, y'all gonna be like, yo, we should never laugh last week, man. We should
never done this.
Should have never laughed at that nigga jokes, man. Look at this nigga.
Never
give these niggas nothing.
Now he think he real funny.
Now this nigga a jokester everywhere.
He's like Kevin Hart now, man.
Kevin Hart now.
Give him a whole stadium.
Ass nigga. All right, man.
Man. Yeah, so next episode, at the very least, we know we're gonna be talking about the finale for Invincible.
Yeah,
man.
That's gonna be dope, man. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that multiple times before we record. For
facts. Sure. I don't know that episode by the back of like the back of my hand before we get here, man.
I'll probably watch this episode and then that episode again back to back.
Back to back for sure. Probably
it'll just hit harder, literally.
Yeah.
Literally hit harder. Yeah, man. Yeah. But anyways, man, I appreciate y'all for listening. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. Honestly, man, you'll hear something from us coming soon. I'll probably post something soon, but it might be by the middle of next week or so. I might be like, yo, you can only find us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but that's looking like a very viable option for us, man. You know, anywhere you check us, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, please. You know, comment on YouTube, please. We're trying to be interactive there for sure. This will
be a good way for folks to tell us if they're gonna miss us in certain places or not.
Tracks. Yeah. If you feel like, hey, I listen on this app and something, and if you remove it from there, it may not show up here. let us know so we know. You know what I mean? Like, if no one says nothing, we just gonna do what we think is best. So, if you guys feel like, nah, the way it is right now is the best way for me to access it, then I appreciate that. Let me know. Our listening retention rates on YouTube suggest that nobody reaches this part of the podcast. Not necessarily true, because it doesn't tell you how long they've listened. It tells you how long they listen, but it doesn't tell you when they listen. You could start an episode for 2 seconds, skip our intro with the timestamp, and go right to Falcon and Winter Soldier or right to Invincible and listen for 10, 15 minutes and cut it off. So I don't know exactly where people are jumping to and listening. No idea. And YouTube doesn't tell me that. And I doubt even Apple will tell you that. Like, oh, this person listened from 157 to 203 or something. Like, I don't. So we'll just have to see how it goes, man. But as always, man, I'm appreciate y'all support. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, enjoy. It's been 2 ugly nerds, but it's 3 of us as always.
Peace.